So, of all of the classes in Pathfinder, I know that there are quite a few, and some of them I think some of you probably have never read. Most people agree that there's a wide array of options, enough that you can make almost any character in Pathfinder that you'd want to, in one way or another, between classes and archetypes and all that stuff. I was curious, though, if any of you had an idea or like a theme that there is no excuse me, there is no class for. Like something that you maybe at one point thought would be a cool character to play, but there wasn't really an existing class that fit that idea well.
Not falling for that trick, because I did the same thing with items, and then you just keep rattling off all existing items that there already is. So I'm not giving you. Nope, I can filter into that today.
Boba Fett.
Well, yeah.
Bounty hunter?
I mean, it's possible, but you should probably play.
That's called a
system.
gunslinger.
No, I want all of his original equipment. I want a jetpack. I want like a blaster.
So you need to play Starfinder then, not Pathfinder.
Or just play Iron Gods.
Iron Gods, you can do it. I don't run into this problem too often, but that's because when I think of a stereotypical like a fantasy player that I want to play, I'm thinking in the mind space of something that's going to fit in the lore of Golarion. So I don't run into hiccups too often, but every once in a while, when inspired by anime or some book series that has like a hard magic system, you can't build a character that exists in a world that magic works differently. That's the only significant hiccup, and even then, there's lots of ways you can reflavor stuff to make it still work in the world. So, I don't run into too many issues.
I have one specific one in mind. I have been working on homebrew stuff a lot, just for the fun of it. And I recently started one that I guess there was a class in 3.5 that existed, but it was never made for Pathfinder.
Oh.
And it, I feel, has a fairly unique theme to it. I don't know if you've heard of it, called the Artificer.
Yeah.
I think they made it,
For
they
5e.
continued it in D&D,
Yeah, 5e's got the Artificer.
where it's basically just a like engineer inventor type person. And as I was thinking about that, I didn't think there was a particularly good class as currently written in the game that had a crafting or mundane engineering type of feel to it. It's always either magic or like martial power, not so much using items. I mean, the occultist is somewhat, but that's a very, very different vibe to it than
A lot of different flavor. There are ways you could re-flavor the Artificer. Obviously, the Investigator Alchemist has got some ways that it could tinker, but it's not really built into the class. Almost the Gunslinger has got more tinkering than anything currently, like built into as class features go, because it does more craft rolls, I think, consistently. But
yeah, but only for one specific thing.
yeah, there is one, I think it's a Dwarven archetype that lets you make like really beefed up magical weapons or armor or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but you could look into that.
Yeah, I know there's archetypes that let you do sort of stuff, but as I was looking up the Artificer, I saw that there's actually quite a lot about the Artificer that is, I think, interesting enough and unique enough to be warranting of its own class rather than an archetype for something. I didn't know if anybody else had thought of other themes like that didn't exist yet in Pathfinder.
No, but as far as the Golarion goes, I hope that in 2e they went to the Mwangi Expanse again and gave it a whole source book. I would like to see whole source books for some of the other continents that we've only gone to like a little bit, like Tianjia or some of the other like larger unexplored continents of Golarion, not beyond just the inner sea. I think that'd be cool, but nothing for classes. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was interesting because I was working on it, writing my own thing here, and
Hold on.
I guess I'll point it out here. There's a thing in the chat for you to read, Josh.
I'll fix it in a billion seconds. Just give me a moment. It takes a little while. I'll unfreeze the players first.
Yeah. Sarah has run away.
There.
Well, while we wait for that, all these nifty jingle jangles are brought to you by Sirenscape. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
I don't know if it's necessary to always say it's not a sponsor.
I think it's necessary.
I think I do it just so that when, like, the big CEOs and developers or whatever of Sirenscape hears that, they're like, oh crap, we're not sponsoring this group? We should do that. That's exactly how it's going to go down.
That's exactly how it happens.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
Sure.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly how they would do it, especially since
They
we
would.
already plug them every single week. They are totally incentivized.
They would. Because they're like, hey,
Yeah.
these guys need good sounds because their faces are frozen.
These kids
No,
must-
we're not frozen
Good.
anymore. I fixed it.
Oh,
It just
Sarah's back.
It just
Sorry,
takes a
there
little-
was somebody at the door. Somebody was trying to deliver something here, and this is not the right house. So
Did you take it anyway?
I was gonna say, was it
Oh.
something good?
no, because he answered and he's like, "Is this Bradley?" And I was like, "No."
You should have
Why
said
didn't you-
used to be.
I
You should have been like,
Yeah, I would have been like, yes. Yes, this is Bradley.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, no, I feel really bad though because like we all have the same street address, but we have different lot numbers, and they didn't give him a specific lot number. So I was like, I don't know
A
who
Bradley.
Bradley is and where he lives. He's like, well, I'll just start walking. and
I'll just
ask him
leave
the
this
name.
here.
Oh
Yeah.
no! So he's got to knock on like each and every. Oh, that's so sad.
I hope they give
Pennsylvania
a
too,
phone
that's
number or
risky
something.
business.
Yeah.
Poor delivery. man.
Anyway, it scared me though, because like he can probably see in the window and see that I'm just sitting here talking to my computer.
At least he didn't walk up to the window and just stand there.
I know, right?
Hi.
It's so freaky.
Jason gets up just to at least lock his bedroom door so he's safe.
Jason's like, that is not a me problem.
Jason's like, I prevent this issue by putting a shirt over my head.
Yeah. If I can't
You're
see
not
it, it can't
there,
hurt me. If I can't hear it, it can't hurt me.
If I can't hear him, he can't see me. That's how that works.
You just hear like my screaming through Jason's mic.
the mental image of that though still just never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, sorry for the distraction.
The artificer though is a good like
We're
I
not-
don't think there's a class that can do it quite so well, and I think it could deserve enough attention for a class, not just an archetype.
yeah. Well, I'll send you my thing when I'm done with it.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
But yeah, speaking of risky business, you guys finally managed to, for the most part, clear out the munitions camp. There's still technically the people in the pit over there, but they have not seemingly heard you through all the noise that they're making. And last week it was a much better attempt at taking the church than the week before. Started out with you guys getting ambushed, but you were able to hold your own pretty well as you'd healed up at that point, and then return to take out the remnants of the battle. And it went fairly well. A couple of you got pretty low on HP, but for the most part, you're all looking not too bad right now. And you are going to start off this session in the empty room of this church, which from the defaced symbols on the walls, you would be able to tell that this is was a church to Torag. Just fun fact.
Fun fact.
And yeah, so you guys start out here having slayed the hobgoblin bombardier and dismantled the 2 alchemical golems, who are now lying on the ground, spilling their acid all over the place.
Tell me the
And
loot, Jace.
the alchemical golems didn't really have anything on them. The bombardier had the same stuff that the other one had. I wrote it in the chat there. So he has another set of +2 leather armor, another pair of Eyes of the Eagle. Sarah has already marked the gold into the party inventory, and then he had a Wand of Cure Light Wounds with 32 charges.
Okay.
Oh, so I guess Jessup gets his Eyes of the Eagle.
Yeah,
That's
we
fine.
can all have a.
Or Hursk, or not Hursk.
Or the beetle, Titan. I
Titan
believe
can
we
have
need to roll off for him.
I guess that's true.
Did I
a
get?
Titan who has a killer perception
Did
check.
I got the other one right? If I remember.
You did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I feel like if you have to ask, you probably didn't.
No, I did. I have
Don't
it
deserve
in the skills. I didn't put it in the equipment, so I'll add that real quick. Eyes of the Eagle.
Yeah, you guys can take a minute to gather the loot. It looks like most of the stuff in this room has been destroyed from the explosions and fireballs and stuff that was going on. But there were alchemist labs and such that might have been usable, but at this point they are destroyed. The vials are cracked, and all of the resources have been burnt away. So what do you guys do?
Well, after Jessup finishes putting his glasses on here, so we'll see what's in this door here. Is it locked?
First off, is everybody doing all right?
Oh, that
Everybody's
too.
alive, at least. I don't feel too bad, but Hursk, you seem to take quite a few of those bombs.
Oh yeah. I feel okay. I'm not great, but I'll be okay for now.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah, I think so. We can get to it. I think.
The other Cure Light Wound wand went to Jessup, right? So, I'll take this one. Question mark.
Yeah.
You already have one.
Yeah, I have 23 charges.
Ooh.
On the one that I bought way back at the beginning.
So this
Okay.
would make it effectively 55.
Just ensure that you're sharing that wand.
Oh, that one's party wand. This
Yes.
one is party wand. I'll even have it marked completely separate.
Okay.
So I guess before,
Party
we bust in the door.
wand
Does anybody
of
want
Light
some
Wounds.
healing from Jessup's party wand?
No, I'm all set. I'm good to go.
Hursk, what
yeah.
about you? Do you need some healing, or
Yeah,
Titan?
me and Titan could use some healing. Sure.
Hursk just climbs up on the table.
how much
Yeah.
of a numerical value would you say that you need there? Oh,
Where am I? There I am. 34.
okay, 34. So okay, so we'll do.
I think he meant 34 charges.
Wow.
34 charges.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah,
about 34 charges would set me
Yeah.
good too.
Gideon, was that for you or was that for the
That was
party?
that's just him rolling for himself.
Okay, sounds about right.
Yep.
And Titan there could okay.
That's
Yep.
for you.
For who?
You, Hursk.
Oh, who? Oh, I was looking at Josh's and thinking it was yours.
Okay, and
Two
then
extra.
Titan, what would you say if you could speak to me?
Oh yeah, definitely. 27 would be great.
I
Yeah.
thought for a
Great.
second.
I thought for a
Hursk
second.
was gonna talk and
And
pretend
no.
it was Titan.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh,
He carves it out.
Right on the money.
nose.
Right on the money. This guy.
Not a
Okay.
single spell wasted.
All
So
right,
you guys spend a minute healing up.
I will. I'm not really inept in opening doors if it is locked. Plus, we're crowded, and I don't want a bomb to the face. So I'm gonna just kind of step back here while you guys investigate. I'll be
Gideon
right
will
behind you.
Stand guard over there as they look through all the rooms.
Kieran will check the door, just listen at it with a 20 perception.
You don't hear anything at the door.
If I try to open it, is it locked?
It does not appear to be locked.
Ooh, don't you got your spell?
Ugh.
I do. Hursk, if you want to step back, I can try to open it with magic.
Hursk hops back on the table.
Okay. I will use open close to
Okay.
open the door.
The door swings open.
Okay. Can I peek around the side and see it's empty?
The room is almost empty. You see that the back is filled with a small assortment of like alchemical reagents and maybe some like mined iron and sulfur, stuff like that. Probably what they were using to make their explosives. But that's it. You don't see anything else in here.
All right. I will take a step in.
Okay.
There's no like
Traps?
traps.
Nope.
Okay. All right, doesn't appear like there's anything in here, so I think really the only things left we have to do are check the outbuilding out by the stream and then decide if we're going to do anything about the hobgoblins and the Morlocks that are in the pit.
Just so you know, you did find a key on this hobgoblin that you defeated in this room.
Okay. This key might lead us into that area we couldn't get into before.
Yeah, the one that may or may not have a roof. And then we got the other small outbuilding.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that one was locked, so maybe this key opens one or both of those.
Well,
So-
let's go take a look.
It's
If you've got a
complete-
little more fight in you, I mean, you're welcome to check it, Gideon. I did a banging job on my perception. Didn't see nothing.
It's just
I mean, I
completely
didn't see
empty.
anything.
It's not completely empty, but it only has like a small assortment of like alchemical stuff, iron,
Gotcha.
mined iron, like raw
So there's
materials.
stuff in there. It's not like it's just an empty nothingness room.
Correct. It looks like it was probably once like an office, but it's been basically gutted and then just stuff thrown in there.
Okay.
Stockpile.
Moving onwards.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we will make our way to this other outbuilding, and
Okay.
Kieran will first listen. Like I can't remember if we perceived at this door or not. So I will just listen again.
Okay.
22 on my perception.
You don't hear anything inside.
Okay, I will try the key in this lock.
The key does not fit this lock.
It goes to the building with all the alchemical stuff in it.
Is it like a... It's like a lock on it, or is it just a door? Can we like
There's a padlock.
break it in? Okay, can we break the padlock?
You can try.
Gideon, use that mace.
All right. Stand back, and he will bust
Yeah,
it
I
open.
mean, just stuff may explode. I'll just maybe hide over here.
We don't
Okay.
have haste anymore. Hedging weapons will have expired. Inspired courage is gone. Flank is gone. Protection from evil.
The padlock's evil.
It's an evil padlock.
Gone
If
from,
I stand here and you stand here, maybe we'll be flanking the door.
gone from for me. Just roll damage, Jace, or a strength check.
How are you trying to open the door?
Bust it
With what? You're
the
just trying to like.
with the.
You're just trying to
mace.
break the padlock.
Yeah.
What can you get if you roll damage?
12,
12,
13.
13. So
Do I hear a 14? Anybody? 14?
No, 13 is unless he evokes wrath against it or divine might. I will break this padlock.
We all end up leaving the camp and Gideon is still there just trying to open the padlock.
yeah, so if you just keep banging away at the padlock, you do know that it'll make a significant amount of noise, and it will take you at least a minute of consecutive just continually hitting it for a minute straight or
Oh,
more.
so it's pretty thick. It's not like a.
It's an iron padlock, and if you wanted to break
the
down
door
the
made of?
door, the door isn't much better.
Oh.
It's a barred door. It's like a wooden door with like the iron
Bands.
bands around it. It's a pretty heavy duty.
Mm,
So like you can break it down. It's just it's not going to be quick. Like it's going to take you a minute or more of just whacking at this door loudly.
Oh,
But
maybe
you
we
can do
should
that.
check this other place. Maybe there's a random key in here for some reason.
Sure. He'll do that before he starts making a bunch of noise for no reason, maybe.
And are we assuming that I did see the stuff in there after all,
Yeah.
Jason? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So,
For context on the door, by the way, the padlock would have a hardness of 10, so you'd have to roll well to do anything to it at all.
right.
Right.
All right. Well, if I remember this area from before, I didn't see anything in here, so I think we should be in the clear unless they duck something in here between the time that we left before and now. And he's saying this while he's putting the key in the lock and opening the door.
The key appears to fit this lock, and you turn it and open it, and the door comes loose.
All right. Well, maybe you guys will be able to figure out what's in here better than I could. It was things that I know are used for nefarious purposes, but couldn't quite figure out how to use them.
Okay. You guys step inside, and you see that this room, it has crates and barrels that fill the southwestern edge, and there's a clean, acrid smell that fills the area. And in the center of this is a enclosed well, a well that it's like boarded up. There's like a wooden pallet over top of where the well would be, pretty much.
What checks are relevant to uncover information that Kieran didn't already know?
You see, he can point out the breaching charges that you saw before, that he saw before. You could make a knowledge engineering check to get a little bit of information about them. If you wanted to, it'd be a knowledge engineering check.
Okay. That's not my wheelhouse.
I will go back out and kind of ask Jessup to come inside and see. He tends to have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, so.
Hey, try to. See here.
Have you ever seen anything like this? They're massive and they look like things that would be used to breach a gate or a wall, but I don't know exactly how to work it. It seems a bit foreign to me.
Right, well, let me take a look here.
Okay. With a 17, you are able to identify them as breaching charges, as explosives, and you are relatively certain that they would be able to devastate the walls of Long Shadow, but you get nothing extra besides that.
Nothing. They are breaching charges, and they definitely would mess up the walls in Long Shadow.
And there's 3 of them?
I believe there are... How many of them are there? I thought there were 4.
Okay, there may be
4 large breaching charges, yes.
Well, what's our play with this? I don't personally feel comfortable with carrying these around, trying to take them back to Long Shadow, especially if we're not going back right away. But I also don't know how I feel about just leaving them here. If the Legion comes back here looking to see what happened, they would still have this and may have the knowledge of how to use it. So I feel our best bet is setting these things off.
Gideon will nod.
Yeah.
I just don't know to what extent, how far away do we need to be? What's the damage going to be like? I don't know. I don't want to blow myself up trying to do this.
Well,
Any other key for the padlock or any other interesting tidbits or hobbles or bubbles or bibbles or babbles?
Nope.
Okay.
Perhaps one of the other schmucks down there next to that pool has a key.
Yeah, what should we do about that? Leave them?
If I knew a little bit better about these breaching charges, it'd be funny if we set them up near the door, had them charge after us and set them off. But probably would maybe kill one of us in the process.
Right, like I said, I don't know how to do anything with these. The best I could do is set them up pretty far away and then blast a fireball at them and see what happens.
Well, I'm thinking if we found some black powder in there, we could probably make a trail of black powder and then just light that have a trail in and catch one of the charges off. That'll probably take care of them all.
Well, I don't know much about black powder, Jessup, so if you are confident that would work, then I will defer to your expertise.
Jason, was there gunpowder and things in the other room?
There are the base components of what could be gunpowder.
But no raw gunpowder around. Okay.
No, not currently.
Well-
That's probably what they were working on, but the explosions and whatnot, anything that they had pre-made was destroyed in the battle.
Well, we can maybe safely move one of the breaching charges over here with leave the door open, and then Kieran, if you wanted to shoot a fireball in here or something, may work.
The other option is if we can get them out into the open, then I can. Well, 1 second, let me just check. Yeah, I could fly up and let a fireball go from the wand down while you guys are a safe radius away, outside the walls, perhaps. It's definitely going to draw attention, though, so we'd have to decide if we want to stay and fight or if we want to just leave and head off to the siege crossing.
Well, I'd really like to know what's in this other room, but we don't. Maybe we could just set the charges up close to that room, and worst case scenario, it's going to blow up everything in there too.
So, Jason, do we know what the siege crossing is?
I believe all that you know is that there is an area along the Meredith River that the Iron Fang Legion is trying to use as a spot for them to cross their siege equipment, like catapults, trebuchets, such like that.
These would be helpful to blow up a bridge.
So that's about all that you know it is. It's basically, it's literally just where their siege equipment is crossing the river.
Okay.
I'm not particularly interested in what's in that room. It doesn't really bother me if I never see what's in it, but if it works out, it works out. I just think we need to act quickly and move on. We don't have the luxury of time, so my thoughts are let's blow these things up and get out of here.
Okay, well, I guess, do we want to put the charges over here to blow up? If you want them outside, then we can potentially blow up the building.
We can certainly try that. So how much do these weigh enough where you can pick it up and carry it? I don't know though.
Like I said, they're the size of a barrel. They're big.
Because that's the other thing is I don't know if they're so volatile that they'll just detonate by moving them.
Well,
We
we've
don't know
taken
anything
enough.
about
Yeah,
them.
we've taken enough risks today. How about let's not? How about you do your plan? We'll maybe climb out over where we came in just a few moments ago. Kieran, you do your fireball, boom boom, and then we just get out of here.
We'll leave the other two goblins then.
When you
Unless
looked
you
at
have-
those the goblins over there, Hursk, did they look like alchemists too, or what kind of goblins could you identify them?
He only saw them with his beetle.
Yeah, the beetle only saw him. I didn't see him. So I
your
can't.
scout beetles.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Well, what do you think, Gideon? I mean, there's quite a few of them out there.
We've expended a lot of resources today, but I would hate for us not to be thorough enough that if we leave and they just make more.
Well, we can at least, before Kieran blows that up, we can maybe go in here, throw a few alchemist fires, light everything we can on fire in the church. I don't really feel like wanting to burn a church to the ground, but it'll save Long Shadow.
Torag's gonna love that.
Pray Desna.
All right.
Praise Desna as we blow it up. Praise Desna.
Praise
Right.
Desna.
So what are you guys doing?
Okay. I guess we're going to light the church on fire and then
I just say
Like-
throw a few alchemist fires into the room, I guess, where there's some components, and then I mean, if those are alchemists, let's say, if we could at least blow up all the resources. The only other thing is we don't know what's in here. Could there be more resources? Don't know.
You mean like trying to throw some of the bombs into the pit?
No, he's talking about destroying everything that's in the church.
But
Their
this is made of
reagents.
stone, isn't it?
The church is made of stone. These buildings are made of stone. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's talking about just the contents,
Yeah.
trying to destroy the contents, which maybe were already destroyed with the fireball I threw in there before.
The majority of stuff in the main room was, yes.
Okay. We could throw it in this other room and see what happens.
On another side of things, they haven't heard us yet, so we could try the door.
I guess we can make haste. The only problem is, Gideon, what happens if you get stuck in there? Kieran could at least fly away, but
Wait, what door?
This one here. He's saying we could try to bust that open, make sure there's nothing left, and then if they come, I don't know. I think we could fight them. I don't want to not completely sabotage this place. So I'm in team of burn everything in the church, blow this stuff up, check this to make sure there's nothing valuable there, and maybe even kill them if we have to. I don't want an unnecessary fight, but I would hate for us to, leave one or two alive, which turns out to be just the right amount that they needed to completely rebuild this place. Of course, we did take care of the alchemical golems, so I think that sets them at ease with whatever option we pick, that we did our best.
Fun fact number 2, Hursk, you would have actually noticed if you looked at the alchemical golems that they were of dwarven make.
Oh.
the dwarves are part of the Legion.
Well, listen, if it doesn't sit well with you just leaving, we might as well just kill everything in the pit. Then that gives us time to see if there's a key on any of them, and if they've got a key, then we can open the door, and if not, then you can spend all the time you want, within reason, trying to open that door.
I have access to a few level 1 spells, and I can inspire you guys for quite a few more rounds, but other than that, that's all the support you're getting from me.
Yeah, I don't have much, but I've got some resources left, but then we'll definitely have to rest, which might slow us down a bit for the siege crossing. So every choice has a consequence. We just have to decide what's more important at this point.
I'm merely lending a shield. I'll defer the judgment to the two of you. And whatever you decide, I will follow. Jessup.
I was waiting for Kieran. You must have saw something. A cat or something over here.
Yeah.
Getting up into the bombs. You know how they are. I
Always
guess
getting the bomb.
my thoughts are, if we leave, go set up camp to rest and come back in the morning to try to finish them off, we would have our resources back. But are they going to stay out there all night doing whatever they're doing? We don't know. We could try to fight them now. Resources are pretty thin. I don't know how quickly we would be able to defeat them. Could we hold them off at this door and try to kill them? Possibly. The other thought is maybe Hursk and I can use the rope and climb over to the other side with Titan. Then if you want to get in, start bashing on the door and see if we can break it open without them hearing. Best case, you do. They don't come. We come back over the wall, see what's in there. Then we can blow this up. Or worst case, Hursk and I Titan are on the other side. You bang on that. They come and find you. You hop over the fence. And then Kieran blows up the thing and we all leave.
Yours to command.
I just gave you 4 options.
All right. I think
Your thoughts, Kieran?
Yeah.
Sorry, had some technical difficulties there.
You're good.
Honestly, I wasn't listening to a word that you said, Jessup, so I guess at this point,
Sounds about right.
let's... I don't know. Now that you say it, you're putting doubt in my mind about those 2 hobgoblins down there.
All right,
If they
well,
have any knowledge, then this whole thing could be for naught. So I think maybe we should try it.
Hursk,
But
how good with a bow are you?
I'm pretty good.
Do you think that you could kill the 2 goblins before the Morlocks ride up the climb out of the pit to fight us?
I mean, one maybe. I don't know about both of them. They're kind of far apart from last time we saw. I certainly could try.
Let's try that. And we'll fight whatever we have to.
All right. So, how far down the pit was this, Jason? Like, how deep was
It's
the
a
pit?
30-foot down.
Ah, excellent. Good. Good. Good.
Do you have a potion of fly or anything, Hursk? Maybe you could just fly over and kind of shoot them while they're in this pit.
I'd really prefer not. Did a little bit of flying in the cave. Didn't enjoy it. Didn't go well.
Well,
had a
I
little
guess-
bit of stress trauma from that. I'd really rather keep my feet on the ground if possible.
All right, well, if we want to, let's go. So I guess game plan, we can try to stealthily move up over here against this area. Shoot down. Looks like they can come out from over here and over here. So presumably they might try to climb out.
Yeah, I was thinking like me, you, and Kieran would be like here.
Gideon
And
will
then maybe
stand in this
put
path to
Gideon
try to
and-
stop them.
Gideon fighting like here.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the game plan, Jason. That's what we want to do.
Kieran?
yep, Kieran is
Make it so.
uh
Mage armor.
there
Hey,
you have
Kieran,
the armor, yeah.
Come here
Ah.
again real quick.
It's like warm pea.
Yeah. Nice.
He wants to give you the Wand of Heightened Awareness if you want to pop that again for a
Okay.
delicious +4 initiative bonus.
Okay. All right. I will
Um,
use that on myself. And then, is it personal only?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Hursk wants to use gravity bow.
Okay.
So an instance of that. So I'll have it for 9 minutes.
Yes.
Minutes per level. So 9 minutes. And he wants to cast Magic Fang Greater on Titan.
Ooh.
Okay.
That'll be my last level 3 spell.
I'll give everyone protection from evil again.
How long do those spells last? Just-
Magic Fang will last 9 hours.
And Gravity Bow?
9 minutes.
More
And
than enough.
protection of from evil lasts 2 minutes, so the duration of this combat and no more.
And Hursk, are your yeah, because you get spells at level 1, so you're not like a ranger.
No.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
And- Did you roll use magic device, Kieran?
I don't need to. It's on my spell list.
Oh, that's right. You said that last time.
Yeah.
If only I remembered. Oh, and then Jessup will look at Kieran and say, Kieran, I need you to promise us if things start going south, you need to beeline it in and fireball those munitions.
All right. I'll do my best.
Jason's gonna hate me.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
Everybody can attempt to move up into position and roll stealth checks.
go. Gideon will stay back.
Okay. Alrighty. And I'm sorry, I know you said this already, but I didn't hear it. Jason, how deep is this pit from the edge?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Okay.
You
All
over
right.
there, Justin.
Here we go. Stealth check is a 21. Wow. That's a
Nice.
natural 19.
It's not terrible.
Better than Jessup.
21
Thanks.
for
Thanks,
Kieran,
Gideon.
17 for Jessup, and 21 for Hursk. And Titan,
Working on it. Working on it.
Oh no.
Aww.
Perfect.
okay.
What sounds like a helicopter? What's a
Titan-
helicopter?
Titan-
I don't know.
Titan's just a bug anyway.
Over there. Yeah, it's common. We're in the hills. They see
Yeah.
the bug.
They see a
Okay.
bug in the Hollow Hills. I mean, that's just normal.
You
Jessup
guys,
have his bow out, by the way. I didn't say, but
Yeah,
you
same
guys
with
creep up to
Hursk.
the edge of this pit. You get right up to the edge, and as you get closer, you can hear the louder and louder sounds of these Morlocks using their pickaxes and hammering away at the edges of this pit as they continue to mine, and this clinking noise that's echoing out from all dozen of these pickaxes appears, as you get up into position, appears to have masked the noise of your approach.
Oh,
So
except Titan. Except Titan.
everybody can roll initiative, and there will be a surprise round.
Okay.
Jessup will expense his heightened awareness for a +4.
Did I program gravity bow? I didn't.
So Gideon has a 19. Hursk has
Holy
a
initiative,
12.
man.
Kieran has a 20, and Jessup has a 30. Okay.
If I don't go first, I'm getting out of here because that's scary.
Surprise round. Jessup, you can go first.
Hodakai's attack! And inspire courage.
All right, guys.
Jessup
Nice.
All right,
Jessup
guys.
breaks
Do
your
your
cover.
thing. It doesn't work.
Immediately
when you yell
breaks your cover.
Sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Inspire courage
Okay.
as softly as possible.
That brings us to Kieran in the surprise round.
All right, are we just going
Must be.
ham-fisting for
Yeah,
this?
dude.
Going
All
ham.
right.
Barely.
Target the goblins. Get them dead. And the more likes we can
all right.
deal
Well,
with later.
Joke's on all of us. Those Morlocks have 1 level in Alchemist.
sorry, the goblins aren't going to work for me because I'm going to.
Lightning
Lightning
bolt. That's
bolt.
too tempting. I could not lightning bolt either.
Um, So, Jason, I think I can get the 4 guys.
Not a chance.
No,
You're 30 feet up.
it's a 120-foot line though.
Yeah, but
It's a line. Think of the angle.
Oh,
You're 30 feet up, angling down.
Well,
You'd have to
I
get
know.
on their level. Then you could easily get 4 of them.
Just
But
5-foot jump down.
yeah.
from where
right.
you are, you can't angle it to hit a perpendicular or a parallel plane.
You could
there.
fireball pretty well, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, but. Oh, I don't like this at all. Can I don't want to waste time. I'm just gonna forego my turn. I don't know what I'm
Sure.
doing, so
just
I don't know.
delay.
Gideon, you're next.
He's just gonna move 20 feet closer.
Okay. Brings us to Hursk and Titan.
Hurska Durska. Hursk is going to cast a spell.
Okay.
Sickening Entanglement!
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
What
That's
intersection are you placing?
DM nightmare fuel, bro.
I told you Jason was gonna hate me. Yeah, I hadn't figured that out yet.
Nice. Well done.
I wanted it on. Yeah, where's that? Yeah. Yeah, see, yeah.
What is
Yes.
the aura range?
40 feet, right? 40 feet? Yeah, 40 feet radius.
Controlled by all players. Aura of 40 feet.
I mean, yeah, if you put it there, that's
That's pretty nasty. I like it. Let's go with that.
Even
that's-
1 or 2 over, though, will get everyone.
yeah. If you move it just 5 foot
Yeah.
over to the left, I believe.
Oh, that's pretty.
Like that? Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
It would get this
Oh,
other
two?
guy.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get this guy up
It
here.
wouldn't get this guy.
Oh.
It would get this guy.
Mm,
This guy and these guys.
I mean, if you,
I'd rather get the guys closer to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
what if you moved it down 1, Jason? Or can we move it?
That's yeah, you can move it.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Oh, go ahead.
I think your best chance is putting it more where it was originally
Mm-hmm.
to get the people close to you. So you cast Sickening Entangle, and they have to make saves.
Yeah.
Again, I'm gonna put this back where it was.
Oh, sorry.
There. So 6 of the Morlocks have to make saves, and the first one I think is a reflex save.
Yeah, reflex half, fort negates.
And what's the DC so I can do these all quick?
Is that right? Is that 14 in there?
Is that right? Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. 14.
What's the spell level for that?
Spell level 2.
And then the engineer has the
And it's
same
and it's plus
bonus.
your wisdom modifier for your class?
Okay.
Yeah.
All 6 of the Morlocks and the Hobgoblin engineer pass. The lowest roll was an 18.
So that means that they're not entangled and
None
they
of
don't.
them are entangled.
They're not sickened.
They are sickened if they end their turn in the area.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So if they end the turn there, then they have to succeed at a fortitude save.
Yes.
Or enters.
Oh yeah, it's or enters. So actually, I think they have to. Didn't we decide they have to do one?
Yes.
I'm gonna rule it where
Smart.
it's if they enter it on their turn,
Oh. Okay.
just so I don't have to roll 37 saves right now. So
gonna
that
need
is
you to do it
Hursk's
anyway.
turn.
Yep.
What is Titan doing?
Just move up a little bit,
Okay.
right there.
Top of the first actual round, we have Jessup.
I guess Jessup will go to move over. I guess when he's moving, does it look like the edge of this is dirty, or does it look brittle? Like if we stand there, it'll.
You think you can stand there?
Okay. So Jessup will. I guess he'll just move 10 feet, and then he will. Well, so he'll drop performance first, so it'll linger for 2. He will swift action, arcane strike, and he will take 1 shot at the hobgoblin with his short bow.
Okay.
So we just put on arcane strike. Chevy.
Okay. 28, that will hit. 6 points of damage, and that was against the hobgoblin?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
And can we identify him? Does it look like a alchemist or what?
Oh yeah, you can roll knowledge local. This is obviously a hobgoblin. It does appear different than the bombardiers. This looks more like a roguish kind of engineering type. And with that, we come to Blue's turn, way down here. He is going to step forward, and as he does, he's going to pull out his crossbow and fire a shot at Jessup. That is a 10 to hit. Which
Just
will
missed.
miss.
Just missed.
That brings us to Kieran.
Just
Okay,
missed a whole
so
lot.
I wanted to go back and say that I drew out a potion on my surprise round.
Okay.
So I will drink the potion. It's a potion of fly, so it's just 1 minute of flight.
Okay.
I will
3 minutes
toss
of
that
flight?
to the side, and then
5 minutes
as,
of flight.
5
5 minutes of flight.
minutes of flight, right? And I will toss that to the side, and then I will pull out a another like vial in my hand, and that will be my turn.
Okay. Gideon.
Double move.
Okay. Gideon starts to double move. That brings us to the Morlocks.
How tall
the
is this rubble here?
That is about 5 foot.
Okay. Just like a little
It's-
pile of rocks.
It's just a pile, yeah. The Morlocks, they are all going to go. You see and hear them begin to panic Do any of you speak Undercommon?
No, I don't.
Okay. You have
Jessup
no
does.
idea what they're saying. You do?
Mhm.
Oh. Jessup, you hear them just shouting out in panic as all these vines appear and arrows start to fly from that guy over on the corner as he's shooting at something. And they begin to yell out, "Run for the hills!" as they begin to climb the edges of this 30-foot canyon, 30-foot pit, and then begin to just scatter as they run away in all sorts of different directions.
Jessup respond to the group once he hears that or not?
You can on your turn. This one's going to technically be off the screen. This one's technically off the screen.
Do they have a climb speed?
It certainly looks like it.
I thought they
gonna
did
say-
when we
I was gonna say
identified
that's,
them previously, but
that's 30 feet up. They just
There.
zoom out of
There.
there.
Actually, these guys get a little bit further.
might be second,
These
though.
guys are moving in
No,
this
'cause it's at the end
direction.
of their
They
turn.
have to double move just to get that far, pretty much. This
Or
one's going to start
enters,
moving
technically. At the start, but it
in
won't make a difference because they're running
here.
away.
And
This
that's
guy's
all with the
moving
difficult
here.
terrain?
Yep, I'm including the difficult terrain.
Oof, they got some movement on them.
These guys are fast.
Like
And that
those
is all of the
eagles.
Morlock's turns. The ones who are off the map, I'm just going to delete
One
them.
more
These two
here.
are off the map. He already moved. He started up here, and he just
Gotcha.
ran straight
good
down.
thing we weren't XP leveling. I'd be like, Hursk, get the ones for the hills!
And
Right.
then after that, it comes to Hursk.
Oh, lay into them, dude.
Supposed to not focus on the Morlocks, right? Supposed to focus on the Hobgoblin.
I think you literally called that out, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Hursk go focus on shooting the Hobgoblin.
Okay.
I mean, you can
I
still
don't-
do whatever your character might do.
I don't know if I have this programmed right, so we'll see.
I don't know.
I don't know. Flee for your lives, run away.
Okay.
There you
Ah.
go. Nothing like a
Looks like the
15.
damage is going
is
correctly.
right. Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
Okay. So against Engineer Red, okay,
No rapid
a-
shot,
a 32,
Yeah, rapid shot was on.
so you need one more.
So you gotta shoot once more.
There you
Oh, I
Unless you
thought
don't
I
want
had
to.
it programmed.
a 32 will hit your target.
Oh, snap! Is
Oh
that a
my-
Sarah?
A
Goodness.
15 will not confirm.
Did you roll 3 20s out of 4? No. Because you
You
would
do
have.
still deal 11 points of damage.
3
The
out of
11
5
will
dice.
miss. The 32 will hit, and the 32 will confirm.
Really? I'm surprised.
Yep.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
So go ahead and roll damage for the critical hit against a red.
No. Try that again.
Well,
Well,
that
actually-
is not doing your critical damage.
Well, then you just times that by 2.
Oh.
Or 3. It's by 3.
It's 3.
Let me
It's by
see
3.
how you're doing this here.
Yeah, I didn't have the critical
You
multiplier
did not have
added
the-
in.
Yep. So go ahead and try that again with
Yep.
the critical multiplier.
Let's give that a
added.
go. There you go.
So 32 points of damage. All right.
Plus the 11.
Yep, I put
Not
the
bad.
11 in already. Not bad. You get 2 arrows pierce into this hobgoblin who nearly falls, but he is still standing. And it is his turn. He is going to. Oh, yep. Titan can do something if you want.
Yeah,
him
he just
to.
moved up. He can double move though. Hang on.
He can double move.
How high are those vines? Is it just like could you fly over them?
Oh, they're just on the ground.
Yeah.
He is going to double move, which for him only gets him that far.
Fortitude save.
At
And
the end
reflex,
of his turn, he has to make a save. The fortitude will fail. The reflex is 28 easily.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's
So he
sickened
is sickened.
Thickened.
for D4
Okay.
rounds.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter how many rounds it is. Top of round 2, we have Jessup.
Jessup will respond, those Molochs, they're just running for the hills. Don't worry about them. And Jessup will 5-foot step and he will full attack that guy.
Okay.
So swift action arcane strike. Inspire Courage is lingering for the second round, and he'll just take 2 shots.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
The
Wow,
24
wow.
and the 24 will both hit.
Nice.
10 damage is enough to put him down.
So
The 8 was for good measure.
Can attack a different target with your second attack if you so wish.
It's probably going to be outside of range penalties for me. Yeah.
It is out, so it'll go down by 2, so it'd be 22.
Yes. You would take a -2 penalty if he's outside your range increment.
Well, what's the range increment on it? Because it's a short bow, so it's only 60 feet, I believe.
80.
For
I
sure.
believe if it's just a normal short bow, I think it is something like 60, but you're
60
still
feet.
within only 1.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be my second shot on him then. So
Okay.
if it only goes by 2, it's 22.
22 will hit.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Wow.
Not bad. And it is.
Yes.
Not bad.
It's
so
also
far.
Blue's turn now.
Hooray! Jessup's doing things.
Blue is going to do something. He's just gonna shoot back at you, I guess. It's about all he's got. That's gonna be a natural 20, which will hit
Who is he shooting?
you.
Oh.
Because you just shot him.
Are you sure? Is he sure it was me? I was pretty far away.
Yeah, I don't know
That
if he
is
knows.
a 19 to confirm. Let me just make sure the range penalty on this weapon. I think he is within, but I'm checking. Actually, no, I don't think he is. Oh, yeah. Range increment of 120 feet, so that is a 19 to confirm.
Yep.
Okay.
Ouchie.
That will be
Yeah.
nice.
Well, is it? Because I'm 110 feet away perpendicular, but then 30 feet up.
You can do Pythagoras if you like.
I just.
I'm not sure if that will be enough to put him outside your range increment, though.
I don't think so.
It might not be. It's fine. I'll take it. I'm at full health.
You take 11 points of damage.
It's 114.
On a crit?
Yep. His critical damage is 2d10, and I rolled a 1 and a 10.
Oh, he's not. He's doing a crossbow.
He has a heavy crossbow.
You said 11?
Here. 11, yes.
Okay, thanks. 6, 5.
That'll be his turn.
Oh,
Kieran,
the squishy bits.
Kieran. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, Kieran is going to double move, fly.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Gideon.
Move there, pull out a javelin as he does so, and that will be, it's a 30 range increment, so that's going to be outside of 3 of them.
So, yeah, that'll be
So
a
it's gonna-
-6.
a -6 to this, but he's not firing into combat and doesn't have cover, so it's just a -6 to whatever I roll.
Yeah. Still doable.
15.
15 will not strike your target. Okay. That brings us to the Morlocks. This guy here, 30 feet there, and he can go another 30 feet after that. These guys double move way off the map. These guys double move way off the map. These guys double move way off the map. This guy gets, how far is that? Yeah, he still double moves off the map. Yeah, this guy's the only one still left. Okay. And finally, we come back to Hursk at the end of round 2.
Who can still get him?
That's some range, though, man. That's some
Yeah.
range.
It's only one range increment away, so all of your attacks will take only a -2 penalty.
You're still inspired,
Okay.
so basically it'll cancel out the range increment for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, range is OP, man. Trust me. Just being able to snipe people from across the map is so fun.
Right. So I'm just gonna turn my Inspire Courage off.
Okay.
And
Well,
take
you
see.
still get
Well,
the bonus to damage.
Yeah, you want the
Well,
bonus.
we can
to
add the
damage.
damage.
Oh,
Yeah, you're still doing math, is all I meant.
yeah. I'll leave it on then, and then we'll just -2 to my shots.
Okay.
Shots!
Shot.
Goodness, Justin.
Holy cow, Justin.
32
That's
Which is
another nat
modified.
20!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
modified 30 will hit your target. A 23 will confirm. The 20 will hit. Were you rapid shotting?
Yes. So
Okay.
Do another
Uh,
nat 20. Holy
Whoa.
crap, dude.
Okay. The 29 will hit for 12 points of damage, and he goes unconscious.
Hursk will kind of thumb his bow a little bit. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty good with a bow.
Really.
Okay.
Well,
Top of round 3, Jessup, are you doing anything?
are there any more targets?
I didn't know if you guys wanted to attempt to chase down the Morlocks or not.
Oh gosh, no.
No, they
No,
can
I'm
run
gonna
away.
wait for them to.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for Hursk to get rid of that, and then the spell there.
Yeah.
Go down, see if we can see if those yahoos have keys.
Okay. Is anybody taking any actions in the combat, or do you want to drop out of initiative?
We can drop out initiative for
Um,
my sake.
Kieran,
Can
he's holding a vial in his hand, and he just looks at it, and he's like, "Well, I guess I don't need this anymore," and he'll just put it back in the haversack.
Okay. Dropping out of initiative. You can dismiss the sickening entangle whenever.
Jessup will kind of look
Yep.
over at Hursk and be like, I am actually, I don't know why I was as worried as I was, I guess. Who'd have thunk?
Oh well, we've had a bout of bad luck recently, so I don't blame you.
Alright, well, guess let's go see if any of these guys have the keys we're looking for.
You can't exactly plan for 3 nat 20s, to be fair.
Well, it wouldn't have made a difference whether he crit or not.
Yeah, no.
These guys have like half the HP that the other ones you were fighting had.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess whoever gets down there first, but Jessup would try to get down there and check to see if that one's got a key.
Ha!
Kieran, roll me a D100.
Oh,
no.
You want
Almost
51 or
low.
higher.
Oh no.
we go.
62.
Kieran, you notice that the one that you are in front of has a key on him.
Oh.
Oh.
Mysterious D100.
All right, Kieran is going to take the key, and then he's gonna bury it in the ground.
She's gonna throw it in the
and be
water.
like, I didn't
Yeah.
see anything. No.
Yeah, this is why. What is roleplay like? It's a world where you can do anything.
For your own edification, as you guys are looking over these, both of these hobgoblins have magical armor. Both of them had a heavy crossbow if you want that. Masterwork short sword if you want that. Both of them have a magical cloak. Masterwork thieves tools if you wanted those.
Magical cloak.
Yep. They both had 25 tinder twigs. They both had 10 alchemist fires. They both had 10 fused grenades, smoke pellets. They both had a potion of cure
grenades.
serious wounds.
We're supposed to roll for that serious wounds potion?
No, both of them have a cure serious wounds.
Oh, okay. No, I meant identify it, but... Oh,
Right to identify. But
Oh
we'll just
no,
take a
I
break.
think cure serious wounds. I don't think you guys can fail on that. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I don't think you guys can really fail
I
on
think-
any of these.
I don't know if Kieran's
items.
is the same as Jessup's or not, but Jessup has a passive 22 spellcraft
Yeah.
on taking
So
10.
I
Fair.
think if you guys aid anything that's low enough level, we can just hand wave. So 2 potions of cure serious wounds, 2 sets of +1 chain shirt,
Kieran, what's the color of the potion? Oh, it's a serious.
and 2 cloaks of resistance +1.
Jessup will not take anything.
I'll take a cloak of resistance.
What was the armor, I guess, actually? No.
+1 chain shirt.
All right. Kieran's just going to take the potion and the key.
Okay.
And come back flying, and he'll say, all right, I'll see you in there. I think I got a key to that door. And then he will zoom.
Yep. Hursk, did you go down that body?
No.
Gideon? Oh, well, Jessup will go down there to get the other potion at least then.
Okay. As you guys reconvene in front of the locked room, and Kieran, you open it with the key. It does work, this one. You are able to open up this. Let me just reveal it here. Open up this room that you've never seen revealed before.
Whoa.
Bunch of mining
What
equipment.
a completely new room that I've never seen before.
As
playing
you
it up
open
too
this
much,
room,
Sasha.
it appears to be a reserve of arms and armor. There are weapon racks and armor racks in here.
Oh.
There are. I'll just read off the list. If you hear something you want, you can mark it down. There's 6 sets of masterwork lamellar armor. There's 4 masterwork longswords, a dozen normal scimitars, a masterwork composite longbow with a +4 strength rating. The longbow is on an ornate silver stand that might be worth money if you wanted to sell it.
What kind of longbow?
Masterwork composite longbow with a +4 strength rating. So you have to have an 18 or higher strength to wield it.
Yeah, goodness. Okay.
Jessup, with your appraise, the silver stand you could probably sell for a solid 50 gold.
Solid 50 gold, guys, for the stand.
And then you see a quiver containing what appear to be magical arrows, which I think you will have to roll a spellcraft on. You might be able to easily make it, but it is high enough that you'd have to roll for it.
Kieran,
I will
What are those?
spellcraft that.
I'll aid.
Aid.
Wish I would have just went straight on it.
So with a 28 from just the one aid, you do identify 25 +1 aberration bane arrows.
Interesting.
Wonder if
Hursk.
that's what they were using to keep those Morlocks in line.
Are those aberrations?
I don't know, because I don't have any of those knowledges.
No, I
Are
thought
they
I had to
plus
roll
one
low
aberration
Aberration bane, yes.
bane arrows. Oh, I assume I would take them. Did anybody else want them? Did
No.
Jessup want them?
I don't. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Would aberration be more like a dungeoneering kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So like the
Interesting.
things we ran into in the cave, basically.
You have.
No. I
Trying
think
to
those are
think
going to more
of
be like oozes.
So okay, so the dark mantles that you fought when it was right after the what was not actually the den mother. Jessup won't understand what any of this is, but the what you guys thought was the den mother in the troglodyte cave
Right, yeah.
before you
where
went down.
only
Those
Orin
dark
could
mantles
see.
in the darkness where you couldn't
Yep.
see anything. Those were technically aberrations, I believe.
Ah, okay.
creepy crawlies.
Creepy crawlies.
All right. Well, why don't we all head out now that we think we've gotten everything, and I can, while I still have, I don't know if my fly potion is still going to be active to do this or not, so I can set the stuff afire and see if it blows up.
For
All right.
clarification, the dark mantles were actually magical beasts.
You
the
lied
etter,
to me?
the ettercat
What?
that you criticaled with.
Oh
your
my
axe
gosh,
a-
that was
was
so
an aberration.
long ago.
Remember
And I
when we
think it's
fought?
the only
Now
aberration
he's
that you
kicking
fought
it
so
back
far.
to like second
Yeah.
episode.
Do you remember
Yeah.
when we fought
So-
Ettercaps? I
Yeah.
don't. Hey, that was like episode
There was an
2.
aberration that you did not fight in book 2 at Fort Travale. There was an aberration there that you didn't fight.
Gotcha.
But technically, you've only encountered 2 aberrations.
Oh my god.
I liked fighting the mites. That was fun.
Well, these will be super useful then.
Well, I mean, if we're getting them now, I would be led to believe that we might fight some aberrations here in the future, but
We'll
Hold on.
clear out, let Kieran do his thing, and then
yeah, I think
move on.
I'll go hide behind this rubble here.
That's a good rubble.
So then
Okay.
he just started blasting.
Okay.
So-
Started blasting.
You guys are moving back and letting Kieran fireball.
Yeah.
Where are you positioning yourself for this to occur?
So I will be flying,
Okay.
and
Well, fireball's
fireball.
100 feet plus 25 feet per level or something.
It's
or no,
I think it's
400
under-
feet.
Oh, it's
400
close.
feet plus 40 per level. So it would be
600 feet
yeah.
if it's a wand.
Yeah. So I will be up in the air
600 feet away.
600 feet.
Okay.
So Kieran's a
full
lot.
distance.
So
Yeah.
Jessup will look and see how high Kieran is, and realizing that they are not nearly as far away as that. So Jessup will go off the map.
While I'm up there, can I just scan around? Because that's the highest that he's ever been.
You see a flock of wyverns come at you and they dive
Oh
bomb you.
no! He just dive bombs.
Kieran's
Um,
like embracing all of the natural elements and then forgets that his potion
Can I-
runs out.
Can I see the Morlock specks just running off in the distance?
Yeah, so you look and you see the Morlocks running away. Jessup, as you run off screen where the Morlocks are, you see them there. They're like, "What's going on?" Because you're off screen and they've.
And you can
been
see
Jessup
waiting.
speaks on the comment. Oh, hey guys, we were, no slavery here. Not on Jessup's watch. You guys are free to go somewhere
They
else.
attack you.
Hursk
Jessup
pokes
rolls
one
for
with one of
initiative.
the aberration arrows.
Yes. So Kieran,
You're
you are
free.
600 feet.
We're the good guys.
Straight up 600 feet, or
Yes.
okay. So you point straight down with your wand of fireball and you blast off, and you see it explode on the ground beneath you. And about a second later, the charges underneath your feet detonate in a cacophonous, deafening explosion that levels everything in like a 100-foot radius on the ground, just destroying the walls of this area, flattening any buildings that weren't already flattening,
Well, that
taking
took
out
care of
Wait,
the
so
stuff
that's
in the
a
church.
good half of the church and that storeroom with it. And a second later, this mushroom cloud of dirt, debris, and explosions wafts into the air and engulfs you. And you feel this force of the impact hit you and like knock you like another 10 feet into the air. You're too far away to take damage from it, but you realize that if you had been anywhere remotely close, that would have been terrible. Those of you who are standing outside the walls, you're looking at this mushroom cloud as it continues to just build into the air higher and higher. And you realize pretty quickly that this is going to be visible for miles. Anything within like a day's journey is probably going to be able to see this if they look hard enough.
That's not good.
Well, they will definitely know that we were here.
Maybe they just think it was a whoopsie daisy. Jessup kind of like reflects back, thinking, "I can't believe I thought I wanted to carry one of those with us on a journey. That would have been awful."
That would have been the most fun thing.
Are they really volatile?
It says the explosive breaching charges in this chamber are difficult to transport and incredibly volatile.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah, once Jessup rolled his engineering and realized he wasn't getting much information, nope.
I
wasn't paying attention.
legit wanted to take them with us and use them to blow up and siege the next place, like sabotage the next thing.
That's an option. It says transporting them requires a padded wagon or an extra dimensional space and a successful DC 20 craft alchemy checked. So it's doable.
Okay.
There's plenty of stuff you can do with them, but you have to have the right skill set. In order.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's,
would've
it's the kind of thing
definitely
you
made-
don't mess with if you don't know what they are or how to
If
work.
we
you
had the
have
right
an
party
alchemist in your
composition,
party,
though,
you're good.
That
it
would
have been amazing
really
to bring
cool.
with us.
Yeah, and then because did it really level that? Is this building no more?
Half of it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well,
Yeah.
Jessup wanted to come in and start a fire in this room.
Yeah. It's mainly
it's not
because you
needed now.
detonated you detonated all 4 of them at the
At
same
once.
time.
Yeah.
Can we get a flavor of how much damage one of those could do?
Um,
Boom.
so it's kind of odd. They give different damages for different things that you're doing. One of the things you can do is if you set them up, you can detonate them at like a random encounter later on, and it just basically says you deal a flat damage to everything in the encounter. And so to kind of like gamify dealing that much damage over a wide area, they just do it like 46 bludgeoning and 46 fire to every individual creature in the entire encounter. But then later on, it has things like if you're using it against a building, it's like 10d6. So technically, this would have been 40d6 damage.
Oh, that would have killed
40?
Can you roll it? I want to see if Kieran would have survived.
I mean, I doubt it.
You may have. There'd be a lot of ones in there.
There
Maybe.
could be a lot of ones. Gideon would permanently
141
die.
points of damage.
Gideon would permanently die. The party would permanently die. Could you imagine if Gideon picked one up, dropped it, it blew up all 4 of them, and then Jason, you were just like, well, roll 40Ds. And I'll take a flat 141 damage.
My Rune Lord's cleric would have only been knocked unconscious by 1 damage, though.
If you had done that, though, I probably would have rolled the other damage to be conservative, half of which was fire. So if you had fire resistance, you might
He
have
still
survived.
has that up. Yeah.
So one of you might have survived.
To live to tell
I
the
don't know
tale.
if Kieran had that on him, though. I think it was on you.
It was on me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I
So-
said, one of them would have survived.
Kieran,
But yeah,
what-
Kieran, you're able to fly out of this mushroom cloud. You're coughing and wheezing a little bit, but you're
I
able to
feel like you're
quickly
covered
get
in
over there.
soot. Like, probably smoke. Nope.
Nope,
Oh,
I'm
fastidiousness.
immaculately
Surprisingly-
clean.
As he
Wow.
approaches, you see a trail of misty soot following behind him as it all falls off of his body.
Huh. All right, well, that was successful. For
Well-
better or worse. It might draw a lot of attention to this location, but as far as I know, there's nothing left here. So I think we probably should be on our way. I think we have some decisions to make. For one, I don't know if we should do the siege crossing today.
No. I think maybe we can get back to the horses, take a moment to collect ourselves, maybe ride the horses at a mild pace, maybe just get a few hours maybe away from there, rest, get up at the butt crack of dawn, and make it there in the morning.
I don't want to lose time, but I'm willing to wait a night.
Yeah,
Well, we can get close and rest, but there's no way I think that we're going to be able to do anything tonight.
Yeah. All right, that'll be the plan. We will head back to the horses and then we will make our way to the siege crossing.
Okay.
The expectation that we're spending the night and going the next morning.
Well done,
Yeah, and how many...
everyone.
Oh, we're going to not go tonight?
No, we're camping out after we
Yeah.
leave.
And we'll hit it in the morning.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking,
so
how many
We're
hours would it...
traveling.
2, he said.
You
get
think
there?
if you hustled 1 hour and then did a normal second hour, you'd get there at that second hour. It's going to take you, because it's 12 miles. If you hustle, you move 8 miles an hour. If you don't hustle, it's 4 miles an hour. So no
I was
hustling, it would
thinking
take 3 hours.
Gotcha. I'm thinking maybe we could just take a normal ride, get about halfway there, camp, so we're somewhat farther away, especially if, maybe people from the siege crossing might come to the munition camps to see what's going on. We're not right up.
What's our
Against it.
doomsday clock looking like?
So let me just open up the calendar here. We left off last session, once it loads all 12 of these pages. I'm sorry, 18 pages. Okay, so the party finds themselves alone in the cleared out town of Ekru. The time is about 3 p.m. It is now 4 p.m. There are 9 days remaining until the attack. So next morning there will still be 8 days.
So here's the thing, though. This is going to draw it out. I still have some spells. I have 2 first levels, 1 second level, 3 third levels as my lightning bolt. So
I've got plenty of spells. I was very conservative for those fights. I've got 4 level 1s, 2 level 2s, a level 3. So not as many as I would hope, but still enough that I could do a combat or 2.
If you guys just want some encouragement, I can help you with that. But anything else?
The only thing
not
I
too
don't
bad
have
with the bow, Jessup.
is Divine
Apparently
Touch.
not. Not as good as Hursk over here, but he's giving me some pointers.
All right, well, maybe we can at least get close and scope it out and see.
I think we should
Alright.
at least investigate, and then we can make an informed decision from there.
Yes. That
Okay.
is what we shall do.
Well said.
Hursk,
So-
Titan, what do you think?
Yeah, no, let's get close and see what we're dealing with.
All right.
Okay. So are you guys hustling there, or are you taking your normal
We'll
pace?
hustle then.
Okay. So just keep in mind that you did hustle 1 hour, I think, to get here. So you will have to spend one of your invocations to get rid of the non-lethal damage if you wanted to hustle. It'll only be like the 1 or 2 non-lethal damage, so it would still be an invocation, or 4 uses of your wand, because you have 4 horses.
Yeah. Do you mind if I just do 4 of the wand? I'll just do that.
If you want to do that, that's fine.
I think that's better, because I think I want to save the invocations for the fight.
That's fine.
since
We got extra wands from those guys as
Yeah.
a bonus, so we're
Yeah.
not out any of our own.
So
Okay.
4
Stuff.
instances of the wand.
Okay. So you guys
Uh,
get there in 2 hours, which puts you at around 6 p.m. So it's starting to get close to the evening, but there's not really much in the way of mountains in the direction that the sun is
And we're not
to
in the
really
canopy
obscure
of
you.
trees that was the
Correct.
wood.
So you can still see. It's not quite dim light, but another hour it might get down to the dim light. But you make it close to the Meredith River there, and you begin to follow it in the direction of Long Shadow. You kind of maybe conservatively went a little further north to make sure you didn't miss it, and you're following the river a little bit until you eventually see in the distance. Actually, everybody roll me a perception check. See what all you see.
Jason, can you hop in mine and roll mine? I had to run downstairs real quick.
How dare you tell me what to do?
Inspire Courage doesn't accidentally give it to skills, right? I had it checked twice. No. Okay.
No. That's competence.
With all the eyes of the eagles that you guys have, you should be rolling killer perception
Yeah,
check.
we're doing really well.
Well, I rolled
Uh,
a natural 2 for a 12.
Nice.
So
We have a 32, 19, 28, and a 12. So Jessup and Gideon, on that first hour as you're traveling, you can actually see in the distance a very small, like, cloud of smoke. Not smoke, but dust. As if there's a large group of creatures on the move. You veer yourself, again, like I said, further north, being a little conservative there. As you do, you can see running several hundred feet, not seeming to have noticed you, but several hundred feet in the distance, about 60 or 70 hobgoblins moving in the direction of the munitions camp. And as you continue forward towards the river, like I said, follow the river until you get, and again, with those perception checks, in the distance you can see well in advance what appear to be a group of maybe 20 to 30 hobgoblins, 4 catapults of some sort, some kind of siege engine, 4 of them. And these catapults are pulled by creatures that you would be able to identify as Yozobus. I don't have images of Yozobus, but you could Google them if you want. They are very interesting, like
What?
cattle type creatures.
How do you spell it?
I spelled it right.
Yzobu.
that was a
This
guess.
4-legged animal with a long-horned bovine head looks like the cross between a horse and a long-haired yak. They're just kind of like pack animals, pretty much.
A Zobu?
This
Yep,
seems like the
Zobu.
most needlessly fantasy creature ever made.
Yeah.
I missed you spelling it, and I put in Google what I thought it spelled like, and I got a prompt to say, "Did you mean zombie?" I spelled it maybe.
Same. That's what I got. Did you mean zombie or did you mean job?
No, you see that there are 2 of these Yozobu that pull each siege engine. And you also see a exceedingly strange looking creature but the creature is so strange that from the distance that you are at, you cannot identify it unless you get closer.
Beware spoilers, by the way. You look up Yuzobu and everything was like Iron Fang Invasion character ideas. Iron Fang Invasion beast
Really?
bestiary. Yeah.
For I gotta type this up. You just typed in Pathfinder Yuzobu?
That's correct.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it must not be used very often.
Yeah, I mean they came out in the Monster Codex, so
Yeah, but it's
Right.
all Iron
Yeah.
Fang stuff, and I recognize some of the tokens you've used.
yeah.
So, is the premise is they have to cross a bridge or something?
There's no
Or-
bridge. Somehow they're planning on crossing the river, but you don't know how. It looks like you see tents start to get built and like little torches. It looks like they're going to camp out for the night. But they're right at the river, so it's pretty easy to assume that they'll be crossing soon. Not tonight, obviously, but soon.
And they're like siege towers, like medieval
Not
style.
siege towers, but they're more like siege weapons, like catapults,
Catapults.
trebuchets,
Gotcha.
the more offensive long range type of thing.
And then to Kieran's point, with all of them that we see, are they like individual or is it more like a troop?
For as much as you would know what a troop is, it could be a troop. I'm not really sure
There's
how
just
you would...
lots and lots of them. Like,
there's technically no way you would know between 30 individual or one group.
Are they really close together and moving in a complete formation everywhere they go?
Currently, no.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, no.
So it's not a
Okay.
swarm.
Okay, DM.
Yeah, so what do you guys do? You are a couple hundred feet out. You don't appear to have been noticed yet. You could try to get closer to get more information, but you would have to be rolling stealth checks at that point.
All right. Well, like I said, I don't feel like I have a lot more that I can help you guys with, so I'll leave the decisions up to you guys, since you seem to have the resources.
and you said from where we're at, we can't tell what that strange creature is.
The other creature, you can't tell. It looks like you're from how far away you are. You looks like somebody riding a horse, like a mounted knight, maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah, Josh was right. Definitely be careful when you type that in while playing this campaign, 'cause I'm pretty sure the second image that comes up is a creature that we can't quite tell what it is.
But is in fact maybe riding something that might perhaps potentially
Look like a guy on a horse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a horse.
Yeah.
I gotta see it.
If you Google Yuzobu Pathfinder, the second image, is that about what we see?
Is that a good image? Is that a
Is that a
good?
decent
If we
token
were to
for what we're
just guess,
I'm not seeing this token in my list.
really, I put in Yuzobu Pathfinder, and it is the
Okay, I put in Pathfinder Yuzobus, which is an entirely different thing. So,
so it's the third one, and it says Iron Fang Invasion, and then it has, well,
a picture of what looks like a man riding a big bull thing.
that
oh, I
looks
see what you're
Night
talking about.
Riding
No,
Bull
that's
thing.
not. No,
okay.
Okay.
it's not what you see.
That's a cool image, though.
I understand the confusion, but
That's-
that's not what it is.
That's a really
Excellent.
cool image.
Yeah, that's a cool image.
What do you guys want to do?
I want a bull mount.
Well, not now, Hursk. Let's focus on the the campments here.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Well, stealth is not my thing, but Hursk, if you wanted to go ahead, I wouldn't be opposed.
Jessup looks. It's not.
I also neglected to mention one other thing. This one only
Worst
Gideon would notice.
DM ever. Should play less Trackmania next time. What'd you say?
Gideon, you notice that there is another group of creatures.
Oh,
So there's the hobgoblins that
Yeah.
you can see in the distance setting up your tents. There's this strange mounted whatever creature that you can't identify. Close to the mounted creature, like maybe 20 feet away or so, there's a group of maybe 20 individuals. And it's really hard to see from this distance, but you think they might be linked with chains. That's the last other thing you get.
That's dangling a carrot right in front of Josh.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one who got a 32, so.
I will say, I don't want to waste time. I think I can't make it out from here, but I think I see some humanoids bound in chains. Oh
Jason
no!
just writes in chat,
Oh no!
One by one each
He's-
round.
He starts charging! He runs as fast as he can! He's a hero!
Oh, that's not
Well,
actually
there goes the
happening.
stealth.
But yeah, what do you guys want to do? I can move you to the map if you'd like.
Yeah, I think that with that
Let me
with
just
that
move this guy to the
knowledge,
GM.
Gideon is definitely
You
going
can't
to
see
be
him.
advocating for, yo, let's liberate people, bro.
Whoa. It's a sea of
Chain.
blue.
Chain breaker, bro.
Wow, this looks like
Nope,
an
you've never seen this map
impeccably
before.
drawn river map.
Yeah, this is really
Yeah, this is
impressive.
straight from the book.
With a giant hobgoblin again.
Ah!
Wow, this is straight from
Holy macaroni!
This
For
is straight-
your noticing, the
book.
creature you don't know what it is. It's up here where I'm pinging, further up the river.
Okay, yeah, this is wow. Paizo really been stepping it up lately.
Yeah,
They haven't been playing Trackmania, clearly.
obviously. I haven't
really-
played Trackmania in a while.
Like, the player Sarah
can
really
tell.
wants to wait a day and see how in the world they're planning on crossing this river, but
You can do that.
I feel like time is of the essence, and we
Well,
need to.
Chains, Kieran. They were
We
One
can
thing-
just
one
savagely
thing I can-
beat it out of one of them.
I can
Well,
just kind of explain it to you quickly. Is like you can fight them now, rest, and then move on and have your next place be the first combat, or you can rest and then fight them. And time-wise, it's not going to make a difference. It's whether or not you want the next encounter after this to be your first one of the day or the second one of the day.
Yeah.
I think I want the next one after this to be the first one of the day.
like I said, I will bring everything that I can, but it's Fire Courage is about all you guys are gonna get.
I've got a few things up my sleeve, so we can give it a go and see how things play out.
All right.
Hursk,
Yeah.
you're still pretty good with a bow, I imagine.
Yeah, I do okay.
Probably should try to get as close as we can, as quietly as we can.
Jessup will pull out. Well, I got the rod of extend magic. If anybody can make use of this, I got one more charge on it. If somebody thinks that they can make use of it.
I've got one last mirror image I can cast,
Well,
but
do you want
that's
to
only
last-
helping myself, so I don't know if you've got something that would benefit everyone.
No, not at level 1.
All right. All right, I will use it for mirror image then.
Unless Hursk, was there a offensive spell you were gonna cast? Are you good?
I'm looking 1 second.
Jeez.
But yeah, so just so you guys are aware, you can place yourselves pretty much everywhere you want on the edge of the map, on the either the western or southern edge.
Are we going in like hard or what's happening?
Well, I thought that we would try to get as close as we can.
Like sneaking up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
I
can
guess-
you can approach from either direction. You can approach from the south or you can approach from the north. And again, the creature you don't know what it is up here. The chained creatures with him are right next to him over here.
Well,
I guess while we're discussing what we want to do, Jessup will pull out his wand of Cure Light Wounds and
drop box.
get
one.
everybody pretty much topped off. I want everybody at max before we go in.
I need 6.
Can you see that red box up there?
6 chargers, 6
Yes.
HP.
6 HP.
I need 4
Okay.
HP.
I don't remember.
Should be alright. So Kieran, seriously,
2.
Kieran. There you go. Kieran got 8. Is that good for you, the Gideon?
Yes, thank you.
It's Jessup.
What's the time on energy resist?
10 minutes per level.
So that's gone.
not hours per level.
And then Hursk and
Hursk will take 1. Titan's fine.
that good for you?
Perfect. Man, you were right on the money. I tell you.
Got 6 more charges out, but at least we're all as top can be.
I think at this point the only spells that would have a chance of still being active are possibly Mage Armor and Greater Magic Fang.
I have protection from arrows, which is hours per level.
Okay.
So that I still have.
Okay.
So I think we should come from the top, because I think if there's combat down here, this guy could just start killing people. So it's probably better to take him out rather than leave him alone with any sort of slaves.
Works for me.
Not that Kieran cares about slaves, but
Right.
Gideon would.
We don't do that here.
You know, Kieran's like, I'll just make them mine if they survive.
Wow, that's.
Whoa.
No.
We'll have to talk about that when we're done.
Yeah,
but
no, just official position of mildly heroic incorporated is that we do not endorse slavery.
Maybe you don't endorse
Yeah.
slavery.
Opinion expressed by talent are not indicative of opinion expressed by mildly heroic productions.
Now, Sirens
So-
will never sponsor with attitudes like that.
Where'd everybody go?
They
We're
went
up
to
in the corner.
the north.
Oh,
The
apparently Hursk didn't
northwestern
pass his
side.
perception check.
He looks up. He's like, "Where'd everybody go?"
Yeah, we thinking assaulting from that side is going to be better.
Okay.
Okay. You guys can roll stealth checks to see how close you can get before being noticed.
I mean,
Oh, boy.
I can roll one, but I'm going to stay
Holy.
behind, I think.
Justin, you are just throwing out natural 20s left and right, man.
My job. I hacked the
How
system.
far? I still would
I'm
have
happy.
to.
Sorry.
I would still have to roll, I assume, right? Even if I wanted to.
Oh my
well,
gosh.
it's
So-
just not gonna matter.
Even
In
the
order
bug
to-
was more stealthy.
In order to be close enough on the same round.
In order to be on the map, you would have to roll a stealth check.
Yeah. Okay. I'll roll.
Jason, can you take my natural 17 I accidentally rolled for perception and just add my stealth bonus to it?
I mean,
instead of
it's
the
not going to
natural
make a
2?
difference because you rolled the same thing as Gideon, but so we've got
No,
a
but
34 for Hursk.
But then it wouldn't be your fault.
Yeah.
It's both your faults.
It's a 34 for Hursk and 11 for Jessup.
Yeah, it says the 11.
We're all clanging around. Jessup stops, looks around, and goes, "Where's Hursk?"
A 4 for Kieran, a 17 for Titan, and a 4 for Gideon. Well, that means that you guys are noticed as soon as you get within 130 feet, which is where you guys are. So you guys get to where you are, and this creature, which I will now put on the map for you, maybe.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Would you say that's an aberration?
I would say that's a roll initiative and make a knowledge check.
Yeah, but if you were to guess, would you say like
First was a gambling man.
yeah, on a scale of aberration versus not, should he chance an arrow to see what's up? Just to see.
Haven't we fought one of those recently?
Yeah, it was called Aberration Horse.
You have not
Aberration
fought one of these.
horse.
No, not. I was thinking Real Lords, but no.
No, we have not.
No.
I've never seen
No,
one
I've
of
seen
these.
some lore about those recently. It's not Pathfinder related. It was something else. Can't remember the name of it.
So Gideon rolls a 19.
Oh,
Hursk
sorry.
also rolls a 19, but we'll make his a 20 because he has a higher bonus.
Jason,
Kieran-
mine is an 11. I forgot to take
Kieran
out my
rolls an
my
11.
awareness.
Cheater!
and
Cheater!
No, I'm sorry.
Jessup rolls a 20. Him as a 21 because he actually rolled a 20. Oh, this is going to be good. I'll bump this guy to a 23. Actually, that's the wrong guy. These guys should be bumped to a 23. Okay. Okay. Round 1 of combat.
No.
It's the creature's turn. It is 130 feet away from you. It is going to move. It's going to double move.
Hmm.
And it is going to go.
They're gonna charge.
Nope. It's going to double move to be here. It basically circles around and stands in front of the chain gang that's over there in that red box.
Chain gang.
Oh, that's what it was.
And that'll be its turn.
It has no skin. Ugh.
I'm gonna put my guess in.
Jessup, you're up.
Jessup will knowledge check. Can he?
Yeah, you can roll a knowledge nature.
Not religion?
No. A 16 is not enough to identify this creature.
That is a horse thing that's
Aberration.
dead with a body.
Horse
with a
aberration.
That is all.
I'll show it to you.
5-foot step and inspire courage.
Like a dinosaur.
I like the thing riding it.
That
You
brings
inspired
us.
courage, you said?
Yes.
That brings us to Hursk.
So, well, go total.
Yeah, you can total defense.
Thank you.
I'm reading. Hang on.
Still gonna be knowledge nature for you.
Yep.
Yeah, I
knowledge
see if
nature
I
if you want to
think that-
identify it.
If I had anything that boosted knowledge nature, I was just looking. I
see.
don't. Okay, so boop.
22 is enough to identify the creature. You don't get anything beyond knowing what it is, though.
Okay.
This is a creature known as somebody was metagaming. It is known
What?
as a Nuckelavee.
And
I don't know what that
didn't
is.
cheat. I knew that from watching random YouTube videos of horde fabled creatures from
Indeed.
Scotland. Don't worry about it.
Oddly specific.
It is.
Like
It is.
You see a mounted horseman gallops forth, soaked head to toe in gore and waving a blade with wild abandon. Yet as he moves, it becomes clear that horse and rider are joined as one.
Ugh.
A humanoid torso sprouting from equine withers, and the gore is a grisly visage of naked muscle and leaking veins. You know that Nuckelavees are neutral evil, large, fey creatures with the aquatic subtype. The dreaded Nuckelavee is a manifestation of pollution and filth, be it the natural decay of a red tide or the intrusive pollution of sewage and other urban waste. A Nuckelavee is a living irony, a carrier of disease and a spreader of corruption that unleashes its wrath against other sources that bring corruption into the world. The corruption spread by Nuckelavees only serves to further their own sense of self-loathing and overall rage. While Nuckelavees might incidentally carry out vengeance for the victims of such pollution, defending the denizens of their rivers, swamps, and bogs is not their primary drive, for they revel in inflicting the very corruption they hate and enjoy little more than watching their enemies sicken and die. That is what you learn of this creature.
That's nasty.
And you said, was this the one that had the things chained to it?
What's that?
Was this the thing that had the Gideon saw?
No, there's like 20 or so figures that are all chained together in this red box that
separate.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, different.
Oh. Okay, so we're gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Show. You have Inspire Courage?
I do have Inspire
Okay,
Courage.
just making sure.
We're gonna rapid shot.
Okay.
We're not gonna deadly aim.
Let's see some 20s again.
Ah!
Okay.
Maybe one.
So you are rapid shotting, not deadly aim?
Correct.
Roll me a d100.
Oh no.
44.
You fire off 3 arrows, and you can see as this creature moves around this group, it's moving at inhuman speed, because it's not human, obviously, but it's moving incredibly fast around, and none of your arrows hit it.
Oh.
Only one D100. Interesting.
Well, because
It's
only
the
one would have
26
hit.
probably. Friend.
Oh, right.
That is Hursk's turn. You can have Titan charge forward.
I'm just gonna have to move forward a little bit.
Okay.
Like right here.
Okay. That brings us to Gideon.
Iomade, help me and my allies strike true. Invocation of Justice.
Ew.
What's that one do?
Justice. You get a +1 sacred bonus on attack rolls for every 5 levels, so +2.
Yep.
Neat.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
So everybody,
Except for me.
as long as you are within 30 feet of him, gets a +2 on your attack rolls.
I will then cast Deadly Juggernaut.
Oh.
Okay. So it's a move action to start the invocation, a standard action to do Deadly Juggernaut, which does stuff that I will read at some point.
+1 luck bonus that scales each time I kill an enemy. Land the
Gotcha.
final blow.
Gotcha.
All the way up to 10 DR and +5 maximum.
Okay. Okay. That is Gideon's turn. We have Kieran.
Kieran will. I guess
He'll try.
he will move up and total defense.
Okay. All right. That will bring us to the top of round 2. The Nuckelavee is going to go next. Now you guys are within range of his charge.
Ooh.
That's not good.
So
Hey,
he
what's
is going
wrong
to
with that?
charge. I'm going to roll a D4 to see which one of you he charges. A 1 or a 2 is Kieran, a 3 and a 4 is the beetle. I rolled a 4. So he's
Beetle!
going to charge the beetle.
That's too bad.
Straight line charging right up. And as a free action, as part of that charge, I need everybody to give me a will save. This is a mind-affecting fear effect.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not great.
We got a 14 from
Oh,
Kieran.
that's not great.
We've got a natural 1 for an 8 for Gideon. We've got a 10 for Jessup, a
My
10
gosh.
for Hursk. Gideon. Titan is immune because it's fear effect, mind affecting and fear effect, so he's good. All 4 of the rest of you fail the DC 20 check against frightful presence.
Wow.
See you guys.
All 4 of you are shaken for the next 16 rounds.
Oh. But I will not falter.
Unfortunately, you are not immune to fear, as far as I know, so
So shaken.
So you're not a good paladin.
No, I'm not a filthy paladin.
okay. So that was a free action.
Wow.
It will then do its actual attack, which will be a longsword
So
strike.
Is this fear like a effect, or like what causes us to get shaken? It's just a supernatural ability or
It's
something.
frightful presence.
Okay.
Okay. The attack roll against the beetle is going to miss with a very low roll. That'll be the Nuckleavee's turn. Jessup, you are up. You are shaken.
I am. Jessup will drop performance, so it shall linger for 2 rounds. Jessup will 5-foot step, move action, pull out his bow, swift action, arcane strike, standard action, shoot.
Okay. Fire 1 attack.
And it should be a point blank range, but fire into melee. This should surely miss.
Just get distance for these guys. Okay.
And Shaken's not added into the roll, right? It just if you have it tagged, I think.
Correct. I think it'll mention it if it's not added in.
Okay. Because I don't have Justice added, so whatever we see, that should cancel Shaken out, I believe.
Okay.
No.
Yep. 13 will not strike your target.
That thing is
Brings
terrifying.
us to Hursk and Titan.
Okay. Point blank shot. We're gonna take some shots.
Didn't your thing if Titan hits first, you get bonuses?
Holy cow,
Okay.
man! Holy cow! Like honestly.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness
What
gracious!
is
dude.
happening?
I need you to roll me
No!
3 D100s.
3D100.
Okay.
I rolled
God.
100.
Roll me 100, not 100. Roll me another D100 for your confirmation roll. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So you do hit 3 times, but you do
Okay.
not confirm the critical. So that is 16 plus 17 plus 18, so that's 30 plus 15, 45 plus 6, so 51 points of damage. Okie dokie.
That's a pretty good
And
round.
no, I don't get more for if Titan hits first. I just have that as long as he's threatening the enemy, I get a +1
Neat.
to attack. I get +2 if he's flanking. But he's not flanking. And then Titan will try and take a bite.
Okay.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
And he should still have Magic Fang
Yep.
on, which I don't remember what that does. I think it just makes it magical, right?
You should give it a-
Yes.
Plus
Yep,
two.
makes it magical. You would also notice, by the way, that your arrows don't do full damage. All of them did damage,
Mhm.
just not nearly as much as you expected.
Oh, let me turn on Magic Fang. There we go. And bite!
The 26 will hit his target, dealing a little bit of damage, but you can see that he has a very hard time biting through the sinewy muscle of this creature.
And doesn't need to roll a d100.
Oh, does he need to
I'm
roll?
assuming not. The first feat here says that you gain concealment against ranged attacks. The second feat does not specify ranged attacks, but it builds off the first feat, so I assume it's still against ranged attacks.
I see.
That's just my assumption. So I'm going to say only the ranged attacks are rolling concealment here.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. That
Neato.
brings us to Gideon.
Can I take a knowledge planes? I a player forget, and I'm not sure Gideon would know. Are Fae outsiders?
I mean, Fae are definitively not outsiders.
Not outsiders. Okay, I wasn't.
They're
sure.
like... They are, but...
I would say they're from the
for
first.
game purposes, no.
Okay, I was gonna say
Like,
they're
they are
the
from a
f-
different plane.
They're from the first world, so I
Yes.
wasn't sure if that meant that they
Yeah.
were outsiders.
They are not
mechanically.
native to the material plane, but they are not treated as outsiders.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. I will 5-foot step towards our damage dude, and I will cast Remove Fear
Okay.
Oh,
with Assuring Ruse. If any of you remember, this is the flavor item I built way back in the day with Jason. Once per day, the wearer of an Assuring Rose can cast Remove Fear on a creature touched. The subject succeeds at a saving throw against the fear effect while under the effects of this spell, which you won't. But if you did, you would have gotten a +1 against that creature for the next round. Instead, you are for the duration of the spell, you are suppressing the effects. So, per the duration of this combat, 10 minutes.
Yep. So you are no longer shaken for the remainder of the effect.
cool.
That will bring us to Kieran.
Okay, Kieran will 5-foot step back, pull out a potion, and he's also going to drink a potion of remove fear that I got a long time ago.
Lots of
Okay.
nobody cares about fear.
Okie dokie. So you do that. Brings us to the top of round 3. We have the creature. The creature is going to step back,
Charge again.
and you see the equine mouth of this creature open wide as a horrid miasma of a breath attack comes flying out. And I need Titan, Gideon, Hursk, and Jessup to roll me a fortitude saving throw.
Not gonna lie, did not see breath attack
Same. Didn't see that
coming out of this creature.
And I think you have rigged the system tonight.
I told you, call me
Because-
database. I've been hacking, boys.
That's like the
Hacking.
10th natural 20 you've rolled.
Don't even worry about it.
It's a ridiculous number, not 20. Holy
Yeah,
cow!
get out of here, boys.
Okay.
Jason's
Okay.
getting suspicious.
You're
I just
what-
saw his eyes. He's like, what the heck? Why did he get another natural 20?
Your
For
run
Titan,
good
oh
is too
Gosh.
much. Okay, I gotta be honest though. This is like me. Some small tangent. On Saturday, I completed in a Flesh and Blood mini tournament, and I brought a deck that basically 1/3 of the time it's supposed to get like double damage, and I rolled it every single time I went for an attack. I got the 6. Everyone thought I was cheating, but still, you rolled so many nat 20s, man.
Yeah, that's
so-
gonna be like my 6th or 7th nat 20 tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
moving forward,
Please.
I'm banning natural 20s on the hunter class. No, just kidding. It's fine. Okay, so as this breath weapon, a Nuckelavee's breath weapon is a cone of withering foulness that causes painful welts, cramps, and bleeding. It only harms living creatures.
Good thing I'm
Uh,
dead.
Luckily, Titan is not an animal, so he's not taking the penalty on the save. Okay.
Okay.
So, Hursk and Titan, you both succeed with your natural 20s.
Yes.
Gideon and Jessup, you both fail. Okay. A couple of things are going to happen.
Oh boy.
So, any creature who fails the save. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a reflex save. Is your reflex save better than your fortitude save for either of you two?
No.
Okay.
Mine's 3 higher.
So any creature who fails the save. Okay. So the two of you take 43 points of damage.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh.
Did
Yikes.
So I'm just confirming with 3 higher still wouldn't have made a difference on my fortitude roll.
3 higher.
Yeah.
It would make a difference.
Yeah, because my reflex is a 9, my fort's only a 6.
Okay. So Gideon, you take 43 points of damage.
Oh my gosh, poor Gideon.
I might falter.
The other 3 of you
Take half.
take 21 points of damage.
Okay. But I have DR anything like DR all, so that would.
It's
work.
Funny
energy.
thing about that.
Wait, you're a barbarian?
Funny
Yeah.
thing about that. So as I was reading, it causes cramps, bleeding, only harms living creatures. This damage bypasses all energy resistance and damage reduction.
Well,
So, fun fact about this breath weapon.
glad you.
It doesn't care about you
Glad you found
Bowel
that.
movements
or
bypass
your
DR.
family.
Yeah, it really is just shut up and die, please.
Yep. Just please die.
As kindly as possible, just die.
So yes, so 43 points of damage, 21 for the others, and those of you who failed, Gideon, now roll me a fortitude save. So technically the first one was a reflex, but this one is actually a fortitude,
That's fine.
because this one is the disease effect.
Okay.
Okay. You seem fine.
I
As-
hate this. Does it have an onset? Just tell me. Just tell me.
As
Did I
your,
fail?
you seem fine
Okay.
for now.
Ah,
For now.
That brings us to Jessup.
Holy, what have we got ourselves into? Jessup will... I guess I didn't say the... no, I did say I dropped performance. So this is the second turn for Inspire. Could I tell how big that cone was when it hit me? Like, am I just on the edge of it, or...
You can roll a perception check.
Okay. Nope.
A 10.
was in my face.
The miasma
face.
engulfed you so quickly that you couldn't see where the edge of it stopped.
Okay.
It's at least, like I said, you're 25 feet from where it starts, so it's at least a 25-foot cone, possibly longer.
Jessup will... move action, try to spread out a little bit. I guess he'll double move.
It's a big cone. Okay, double move. Okay.
So the second round of lingering and double move.
Okay. That'll bring us to Hursk. Again, you recall that your arrows and the Titan's bite didn't seem to do a whole lot. Well, actually, they did a decent amount, but not like 50-some points of damage worth.
Okay, well, Titan's gonna move up and bite him again.
Okay, he'll try. Okay, both of those will hit, dealing a little bit of damage.
So 29 and 24.
Yep,
Just for
29 and
podcast.
24 will both hit. You can make your attacks as well,
Yep.
or try to at least.
Come on.
Come on.
A 20 and an 18 will both miss your target. A 25 will hit your target,
Well,
dealing a little bit of damage.
doesn't he have to roll?
Nope.
Limited times per day. Or something like that.
No, it's not times per day,
Mm.
but
Must be
it does
some
not have it this
situational.
turn.
Yeah, some condition it's got to have up.
Hmm.
There's something going on. There's something.
Keep him engaged in melee. Keep him engaged in melee. Then he can't run around.
Yeah, you would be able to tell that he becomes particularly difficult to hit when he moves a certain distance.
Yeah.
So that's
So
all
it's
you
just
know.
What a
like
stinker.
what is it? Something blur. It's a spell.
Blink.
It's close, but not quite.
No, it's not. It's I can't remember his name. Spell.
Gideon,
Okay,
it be your turn.
this is the last divine touch I have for the day.
Good.
So that's going to be 3d6.
Get rid of them. Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
That's really what
Nice.
I was hoping for there, honestly. Like, that's the
I know you were
Oh.
hoping 7 precisely. That's all you needed.
Yeah, that's where I wanted to be, actually.
Yep.
Fine. We'll cast Cure Moderate Wounds.
Okay. So swift action, some self healing. Standard action, more healing. 20 more points of damage. Jessup, it is not blurred movement.
But it's similar in nature.
Maybe I haven't read the spell, but yeah.
And
something like that.
he'll move up.
Okay. That is your turn. And that brings us to Kieran.
Okay. Kieran is going to move down here and then like move around, and he will use his second use of his breath weapon
Ooh.
per day. So
On
this
Gideon.
will be a reflex save DC
Okay.
18.
Okay.
He's probably got, what, plus 17? Plus 16? Only
Plus
fails,
16.
Yeah, only
Nice.
fails on that one.
Nat 1.
That'll be a 33 reflex
Okay.
save.
Yeah, so
18
Wow.
points of electricity damage.
Okay, 18 points of electricity damage. It appears that all of that affected it.
So say you tell me it's immune to electricity.
Oh, he could have told you to roll spell resist too.
Yeah, it's possible.
I did not tell you to do that. Okay. It is the Nuckelavee's turn. It's going to do a full attack.
No.
It's going to start off attacking
The beetle.
It's going to do one longsword at the beetle, see how it goes. If it misses a second time in a row, then it's going to transfer over to the next guy. So the longsword against Titan, that is a natural 20.
Oh boy.
To confirm, natural 2. So it will hit, but it will definitely not confirm.
No long swords have really good crits too.
No, well, it's 19 to 20, but
19
it's
to 20, but it's just a 2.
normal. Yeah.
Okay.
He takes 13 points of slashing damage. Yeah, he hit that time, so he'll
Yeah, follow through.
go
Do
for it.
Yeah.
He'll see what happens. He'll bite
Heck
out
yeah.
at you. The horse will bite out at you
Cool.
for a. Well, you're not super buffed,
I'm not buffed at all, really.
so a 28.
No, sir.
Okay, 28 will miss. A not buffed.
Almost,
Um,
though.
And he knows for sure that the 2 hooves will definitely not hit, so he'll transfer those over to the other target, see how hard Gideon is to hit. So 1 hoof that is going to miss. Second hoof is going to be a 19. Okay.
Well, maybe it would behoove him to run away. Get out of here.
He will 5-foot step back.
I knew that was coming. I did not like it.
Jessup, it is your turn.
Jessup will. Jessup will move action. Start back up Inspire Courage.
Perfect.
Keep it up, guys. And Jessup will move over here, and he will draw out his bow.
Okay. Moving over there, drawing out your bow, giving some encouragement. That brings us to Hursk.
Yay! Yes, that is a perfect episode title. Nuckelavee me alone. He'll 5-foot step, and Titan's gonna bite first.
Okay.
Bite first, ask questions later.
That's a
Okay,
32.
I'm hacking.
32 will hit your target, dealing 1 point of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
The 22 will miss your target.
My magic fang gives me nothing? Nothing?
Nope. Doesn't appear to.
Ah,
It is not DR magic.
Alright. And then Hursk gonna take some shots.
Okay. See if you can hit. The 32 will hit, the 17 will miss. And the 30 will hit. Okay.
7 points of
Couple
damage.
arrows pierce into the thing's thick hide. You see it yell out in a diseased screech. Gideon, it is your turn.
I forgot to mention it, by the way, but I have a divine infusion that's on my divine touch, so I assume that when I use that... Was it?
Yeah.
So that happened. Yeah, so I'm no longer shaken. I didn't say that, but I should have.
For, I think it is 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is more than, technically not more rounds than.
Yeah.
It'll be over. by then,
I
probably,
should have
but-
said it, just so in the future, though, it's shaken
you're good.
and dazed that I can take off of myself.
Yeah, so you are no longer shaken.
Correct. So we'll go ahead and swift action divine might against this thing.
Okay.
Really pull out all the stops here.
Finish him.
We will.
Yep,
Yeah.
So you add half your charisma to attack.
Mm-hmm. We'll 5 foot.
And half your level to damage. Yep. So +3 to damage, +2 to attack.
Yep.
Okay.
5 foot step and full round attack. He offers
for it.
another prayer to Iomedae.
Unclear.
The 33 will hit your target for some damage. The 11 will miss.
The 11 will miss. Bludgeoning, piercing, magic for the purposes of bypassing DR.
Okay. None of those matter.
I imagine it might be good, but I don't want to chance it because I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know, but I can get DR. I can bypass good because I can get smiting. as
Maybe.
an indication for everyone else.
Maybe. You don't know.
Yeah.
That, I believe, brings us to Kieran.
Okay, Kieran.
Kieran. Go,
will
Kieran.
Move.
Big magic.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't. Hold up. Let me
Kieran,
try
use
this. Doot,
Thunderbolt.
Doot. Doot. If I move there, am I flanking?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm drawing my glaive as I do this, and I will swing once with my glaive.
Do you have Inspire Courage on?
I do. I have Inspire Courage and Justice Invocation. Is that still up?
Oh, Jason, you need to add 1. Yes, Justice is on, and you need to add 1 damage to that. I don't have it programmed in for Deadly Juggernaut because it scales, but right now it's a +1.
Okay.
24 to hit. For
24 will hit your target.
I'm guessing 8
I'm
damage.
guessing 8.
For some damage. Yeah.
If that is only 3 damage, well, no, because yours did some damage and you did
Titan's
13.
bite
so I
did
think it's
1 at 11 damage, so.
okay. It's DR 10 something. I have an idea, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think it's
Good,
cold
right?
iron because it's a fae.
It is the Nuckelavee's turn. It is going to use an ability. You see it begin to rear back, and it starts to run out in a circle here. I believe I can do this as I'm doing it here. It makes this path, basically, as it tramples over the 4 of you.
Not provoking.
So the way that trample
Oh,
works...
it's a trample. Gotcha.
Yep. You can basically... It doesn't have to make a check. It just needs to move over your space. You can make an attack of opportunity at a -4 penalty, or you can attempt a reflex save for half damage. Those are your choices. So it's Titan, Gideon, Kieran, and Hursk were all trampled by this effect. So each of you have to either make an attack of opportunity with a -4 penalty, or make a reflex save to take half damage.
I'm going to make an attack of opportunity.
I am
Oh,
also
for
going to
gusto!
make an attack of opportunity.
Okay,
Okay.
so -4 to this, natural 1, so I missed.
A -3 to this effectively because it needs to add the 1 from Deadly Juggernaut.
And the Deadly Juggernaut is adding to your attack, not your damage. I thought you said to your damage.
It does both. It's damage, melee attack rolls, melee weapon damage,
Okay.
strength checks, strength-based skill checks,
Gotcha.
and 2 DR each.
So we have a natural 1 for Kieran, which will miss. We have a 23 then?
Yep.
Okay, 23 will hit your target.
So
Okay, doing a-
13.
A little bit of damage there. Hursk and Titan, what are you guys doing? You rolling the reflex save, or you make an attack of opportunity? Well, Hursk cannot make an attack of opportunity with a bow.
Right. Hursk will just obviously reflex, but
So I'll roll the damage here. Let me know what you're going to do with Titan.
Titan will attack of opportunity.
Okay. So attack of opportunity with a -4 penalty.
I mean, he's just going to roll that 20 anyway, so might as well.
Yes, it doesn't even matter. you
Yeah,
know?
I was looking some damage in.
So a 20
A 20.
20.
will miss your target.
Nuts.
So Kieran, you will take 9 points of damage from the trample. Gideon, you will take 8 points of damage from the trample. Titan will take 13 points of damage from the trample. And Hursk, you rolled a 19 reflex save. That is not high enough to jump out of the way of this trample. You will take 13 points of damage as well.
Okay.
That'll be its whole turn. Brings us back to Jessup.
Alright. He's going to drop performance that'll linger. And he drew out his bow, so he's going to arcane strike swift action and take 2 shots.
Okay, you are firing into melee.
Yep.
But there's no cover. Oh, and it did move some distance, so.
Oh.
Cool.
Great. Might as well.
Oh, that's rad.
Jessup shoots some salmon in the water. That's what he was aiming for.
Yeah, a 19 and a 15 will hit the salmon, but it will not hit the Nuckelavee. That will bring us to Hursk.
And 5 is dead.
Does
that's 10.
dropping a weapon and then drawing a weapon provoke?
No,
Nope.
dropping a weapon is a free action that does not provoke. Drawing a weapon is a move action that also does not provoke.
So Hursk will drop his bow and pull out his dwarven war axe. And Titan. Can I charge?
You're 10 feet away, so yeah, you could charge.
Mm-hmm.
You could charge.
Yeah, you could have Hursk stand in this square, Titan stand in this square, and they would be flanking.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Titan's gonna charge.
Okay.
Charge up.
So
And-
roll your 1 attack for Titan.
And does he get a bonus to it?
He gets a +2 from charging, and he'll have a +2 from flanking. So,
Okay, so +4 to this.
yep, a 28 will hit your target, dealing 17, a little, not 17, but dealing some damage.
Right.
Mhm.
So now, because of the distracting charge, Hursk gets some stuff. Distracting charge. Let's turn off that. Turn off that. Turn off that. Turn off coordinated shot.
Yeah, turn off all your ranged feats.
Yeah, let me turn off all my range stuff. Spire Courage is still up. Invocation Justice is still up.
Yes.
Distracting Charge is up.
Yes. And you have, like,
So
And flanking.
so +2 to this. 27.
27 will hit your target. Roll damage.
Oh my gosh.
Your axe rebounds to absolutely no effect.
Jeez. It's a 1d10 +4 and I get 7.
Yeah. Do you want a 5-foot step?
Surely. Run away. Don't hurt me.
Do you only get 1 attack? Oh no, because you
You
move
just
action.
pull
Pull
it
I
out.
had to move action, pull out my axe. Yeah.
That brings us to Gideon.
I'll charge.
Help.
Okay. Everybody's charging, lowering them ACs. I like.
Yep. Charge, and I've got flank, so this will be also 1 higher. I got everything in there, just the 1 higher from Deadly Juggernaut.
Okay.
Effectively, a +20 to hit.
Wow. Wow.
That will hit your target. A 38 will hit your target. Go ahead and roll damage. Dealing some damage there.
Nice.
Not bad.
Nice.
Not bad at all.
Getting to this damage reduction is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it didn't have damage reduction, you'd have killed it like twice over. But that brings us to Kieran.
Oh boy. I don't think I can charge, but I may be in.
Maybe in a really stupid technical way,
In
you could
every
charge
way-
away there. You could charge if you wanted to.
Don't think I want to, but I can't regularly move because you guys are standing in all my available
You
squares.
can move here and still hit him.
I
Yeah.
can without cover?
Yeah.
Yes, because since you're using a reach weapon, you basically function like a ranged, so you pick a corner of your square.
Yeah. So you could charge there too. Is the other dumb part.
So I would like to try to swipe at its ankles
Okay.
with
for
my glaive.
Wait, is she?
Another natural one.
Man, Hursk is taking all your luck, Sarah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh boy.
See who
Throws
him?
his glaive into the Meredith River and says, "Screw this! I'm
Jessup
going
shoots
to
it with his bow.
Clawtown."
I'm going.
Jessup shoots it with his bow.
That's all I can do. Pew!
That will bring us to the Nuckelavee, who I am going to have him move this direction. Realistically, he'd probably move the other direction.
Just make
Actually,
him
I'm
go
just going to
out.
move us all.
Yeah. Just move us all over.
So pretend you're further up, but I'm just going to move us down here.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
when I used to play Matchbox cards as a kid.
It is going to move. Oh, can it get all of you? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dang it, Jessup. Just had to stand in that square, didn't you?
I'm glad I 5-foot step back. Yeah.
And if it moves here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I don't think I can get Kieran either.
Nani?
Surely you
I
could-
think if I move here with a 30-foot cone, I think I can only get 3 of you at a time. Actually, if
Do
I
I-
move...
Get a poke?
Well,
Dab.
one second, I'm He's going to acrobatics to get into position, but I'm trying to figure out if there's a space I can go to for a 30-foot cone.
You trying to breath weapon us again?
No.
You
Get
only
out of here.
You can only get 3.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
This might be a
Actually,
down.
Maybe
for
if
all
you
of us.
go from that side, you could get 4 of us.
Well,
Depending on what it looks like.
I have to look at what their 30-foot cone is to make sure I'm looking at this correctly, and this is not the page I want to be
You
at.
told me it was 30 feet.
No, you can still only get
Um,
3 from the way I'm looking at it.
Size and... I have to type in like 3 different things into Google before it'll give me the page I want to open up. Okay. 30-foot cone. Okay, so it's 30 feet in both of those opening squares. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then it's out to the side, yeah. So I can't get both there. But if I have 30 foot there, then it goes out here. And then it goes out one more before it finally starts to go straight back. Yeah, so I can't get all of you. I can get only 3 of you.
Correct.
Bummer.
Ah, shucks.
Darn it.
So it is going to do its breath attack there, and it's only going to be able to get Titan, Gideon, and Hursk. I need you to all roll reflex saves.
Does it auto pass its acrobatics?
Yeah, I can roll that. That is a 41.
You could just said yes.
Is that
has a-
against what?
I'm sorry,
CMD?
no. 31.
Okay, that's better.
Oh, okay. So it had a chance to fail.
It has a plus 21. I added wrong there. I was looking at the wrong number. Plus 21, yeah. And so. Okay.
Wow, that's some nice reflex rolls. Except for
So-
Titan. Except for Titan.
Except for Titan. Titan might just die right here.
That'd be
he
sad.
might.
He actually might.
He-
He's very
he
well could.
Genuinely might.
Yeah, depending on what you roll.
So we have a 10 for Titan.
Yep.
A 24 for Hursk, a 23 for Gideon. Titan fails, the other 2 succeed. So I'll roll it in the chat.
Yeah, dude, roll it in chat. That's how we do the drama. Show me a 20.
44
that's bad.
points
That's
of damage.
That's not good.
Hursk and Gideon take 22 points of damage.
That's still not good.
Beetle.
What do we take? 22?
You both take 22, yes.
Ouch.
Yeah. I rolled really good on that damage.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Above average for sure.
By a significant margin.
That is the Nuckleavee's turn. Jessup, you're up. You do see Titan fall. You do
Yeah.
not know if that means he is dead or unconscious.
Can't remember if I had Inspire Courage this second round lingering or not.
It should be the second round lingering.
Should it? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Jessup will move up and he will attempt a really fantastic Cure Light Wounds
Okay.
spell.
You walk up, you cast Cure Light Wounds on the beetle. Hursk, does the beetle come back up?
No.
Okay. The beetle is still unconscious. You don't know if that means it's dead or it was just really wounded. That brings us to Hursk.
Hursk will drop the war axe, pick up the bow.
Yep. So, free action drop, move action pick up.
Yep. And then fire a shot at this guy.
1 attack.
See another 20. Finish him.
Finish him.
A 20 would be really nice.
Right.
20 would be nice, but we'll see. It did move to get into position there, so it only moved 5, 10, 15, 20. It only moved 25 feet, though.
Oh my goodness.
That's ridiculous.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
A natural 20 for a 35 will hit. A 26 will confirm, but I need you to roll
It
2
moved
D100.
enough. It moved enough. There's
The
no
first
way.
D100 is for the hit. The second D100 is for the confirm.
Ah!
Man.
Wow.
15 will miss. The 66 would have confirmed, but the initial attack unfortunately fails the 20% concealment that it currently has.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
That's so dumb.
That
Oh,
brings us to
well.
Gideon.
Shoot.
DR is a big thing. I'll have to tell you guys what some of these feats are afterwards. They're feats that I never take, but they're actually kind of useful.
I'm going to, as a standard action,
Cast True Resurrection.
no, cast Bone Shaker.
Ooh.
Bone shaker.
Ooh.
And
So it has a Fortitude save.
Yep.
That is its weakest save,
Okay.
but that is still a 21.
Okay, so it's gonna take half, I think, of that.
Okay.
Let's see. It's not undead, right?
It is not undead.
Yeah.
Successful savings throw. No, that negates the other effect.
Causing it. Oh no, this fortitude partial is just for the movement.
A successful saving throw halves the
Halves,
damage
there
and
it is.
negates the movement.
Yep, there it
There
is.
you go.
So 11.
So 11 points of damage.
Yep.
You see the bones of this creature shake and crack and burst. It is still up.
Curse.
It's wobbling, but it is still up. In fact, Hursk, your Deadeye goggles trigger.
Oh shoot!
Oh. Huh.
Shoot!
Is it just you know if they're at 0, 1, and then less than 3?
Less than 4.
No, I think it's less than 4. Hang on. It is.
Shoot.
I know whether it's dead, fragile, which is alive and wounded with 3 or fewer hit points,
That's what it
fighting
is.
off death, which is alive with 4 or more, healthy undead, or
Okay.
neither
It
alive
is-
nor dead, such as
It is
construct.
it is within the range of 3 or less.
Wow, so a little higher on the damage roll or a failed save, and that would have done
A
it.
failed save, yeah, a failed save would have killed it for sure.
So damage
sure.
was the right answer, I think. There.
Unfortunately, it saves. Even its worst save is good.
I have a move action still. I would like to move away.
You can do that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I want to try to spread out a little bit.
After Gideon moves, it will be Kieran's turn.
I could run right up to it, but that's kind of chancing
It's
to
up to
be
you.
hit with the breath.
There were a couple rounds between breaths. You don't know if it can do it every round or if there's a
Yeah.
cooldown.
We're gonna go that way.
Okay. Kieran, you're up.
Okay. Did Hursk share that information? Like that it's super close?
Technically, he has not had time to relay that, no, but he knows.
Then it would be metagaming to magic missile, probably.
You could
Unless
be like,
you would normally magic missile.
you could be like, "Yo, how's he doing?" And just shout out, and then he could, as a free action, respond, "Oh, he's at 2 hit points.
Because
You would know that your magic missiles do pretty decent damage, and
yeah, and that's the thing is, if I try to shock and grasp, I'm gonna have to roll either against damage or a concentration, or a concentration check or a caster level check, because he's got reach, I think, doesn't he?
you don't know that.
No, we don't.
I
know
don't
that.
think he's been.
He hasn't hit us at reach at all.
No.
I thought for sure he had.
Nope.
Not that I'm aware of, and I don't.
He has
and I think
100% breath weaponed you from reach.
That's for sure.
Well, yeah.
I would just not feel
Um,
bad and do the magic missile.
I was just
Yeah,
lightning
I mean
bolt.
that's kind of what I wanted to do beforehand anyway. So I will.
I love how you step to have a clear shot for magic. I don't want to have a cover bonus for my magic missiles.
Yeah, this inerring bolt. We gotta make sure
Well,
it hits.
I was toying with doing a lightning bolt, but I don't want a lightning bolt because that's I'm running out of spells.
Okay.
11 force damage.
The creature falls to the ground, collapses as these 4 bolts of force damage pierce into it, blowing a hole through its chest cavity. And it groans. And you are left there. You maybe look back quickly to see if the hobgoblins have raised an alarm, but you notice that technically you are like 250 feet away. It appears they have not heard the sounds of combat from that distance.
Jessup will attempt to pull out a wand of cure light wounds to help.
I will
Hursk.
move up and coup de grace.
Hey there, dude, man! I was there first.
Well, can
That's
I
fine. You can do it.
can I be a metagame person? If I coup de grace it, I get my DR and all my buffs will go up. Because Deadly Juggernaut will scale if I hit it.
I would
Just so that you
argue
can-
Kieran's the one who downed it, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it work that way.
Alright, then Kieran can do it.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, we can simultaneously just start slicing it to make sure it doesn't come back up.
I did reduce it to 0 or few hit points.
So Kieran and Gideon go up to the Nuckelavee to make sure that it stays down. Jessup is over there. He pulls out the wand, it looks like, and goes to heal him again. Hursk moves over.
Hursk will look at Jessup and I appreciate it, but he's gone. That breath weapon was too much. It killed him. He couldn't withstand it. He had thick armor and he was a good bug, but he couldn't withstand that creature's breath.
I'm sorry for your loss, Hursk.
Are you coming over to coup de grace Titan now?
No.
You sick son of a Gideon.
Josh is like, and that'll be another +1.
Sorry, buddy, a munchkin's got a munchkin.
Jessup will kind of put his hand on Titan, put his head down, and look up. And Hursk, I'm really sorry.
It's okay. These things happen. As a hunter, you kind of get used to this cycle of life and death. I mean, he was a damn good companion, but like I said, these things do happen. He will be missed. I don't know. I don't know if we really have time to bury him. Maybe we could put him over in the river. Maybe I don't know.
Like, let him float away?
Yeah, I don't want to leave him here. But we don't really have time to bury him.
Sure. If that's what you want to do, I'll help you.
Of course, Hursk. And Gideon will help as well.
So imagine they're just the three of them are kind of lifting Titan and
Yep. Yep, you guys move
Put him in the
Titan
river.
over. You gently place him into the water, and then maybe give a slight push so that he goes further in, begins drifting down, and just like in Skyrim, immediately hits the shore 10 feet down. No.
Just bounces.
How much
Bounces off the.
how much damage did he take versus what was his HP at when he got hit?
His HP was at 13.
Ooh.
And so,
Oh, there was no way.
Okay.
He needed to
Yeah,
to
so-
pass that reflex, or he was gone.
Even passing, I
Well,
think
he
would
has
still
a high
kill him.
con.
He had a high con, so his con was 16, and it put him at negative 18.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Jessup would have saved him if he had taken just a little bit less damage.
It was
Yeah.
close,
And unfortunately, I don't get Ray's Animal Companion until level 10.
which is one level from now.
Yeah, one level from now, I would have had Ray's Animal Companion. And unfortunately, the other thing is we probably won't be able to replace him for
Well,
a while.
wait, before Jessup puts him in the water, hold on. Gideon, can you pray to your gods and just ask if we may reach a higher strength tomorrow? Unclear.
I mean, I was going to expect that unclear. I mean, you do
have
need
the
a
option of keeping
5,000, but you do need a 5,000 gold piece diamond in order
It's
to.
expensive. It's expensive.
pull it
but
off.
It's an option.
Yeah, well, the thing is we would have to theoretically go back to Long Shadow, and I don't even think they would have it, right?
Or you could keep him in the wagon the whole time. Again, Ray's dead. You target a creature that I think has been dead no more than 1 day per level. So
One-
as long as you
Oh, is it
rock
1
on
day
for
per
9
level?
days,
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh, I thought it was 1 day. I didn't think it was 1 day per
No, I
level.
believe- I mean,
Yeah.
it might be different for Ray's Animal Companion. I'll check.
No, there's a
But
chance.
for Ray's Dead for person at least works that way. Ray's Animal Companion, a dead animal companion or bonded mount, it functions like Ray's Dead. And if you go to Ray's Dead, it says one deceased creature that can be dead no more than 1 day per caster level.
Oh, so we have 9 days. Never mind. So scratch that. Let's
So
not put
you-
him in the river.
You push him out into the river,
And
and
Hursk immediately
he-
starts swimming
he-
out to grab it.
he immediately, like I said in Skyrim, he begins drifting and just comes right back to the shore 10 feet down because of the way that the water is angled and the physics.
I
and
just
whatnot.
pictured us honestly put him in the river and he floats down, and there's like some random hobgoblin troop like washing something in the river. This beetle bumps him, and then they look up in our direction like, "What's going on over
I
there?"
was tempted, like if we had gone with that, I was gonna be like, you see him move down, and you hear a bunch of hobgoblins in the distance. Like, the heck is that?
Looks
but
like
no, yeah,
meat's
you
back on
can-
the menu, boys.
You can keep him. You can keep
Yeah.
him with you. It'll be expensive to bring him back, but you know, as a 9th level character, it's possible to bring him back if you want to go through the
Well,
effort for
we
it.
can. We can. Well, hopefully we'll be back to Long Shadow before maybe some time's up. So maybe we'll have an opportunity. But if it's too long, you know, things start smelling a little bit. I think it might be too far gone.
Yeah, I like that. Let's put him in a wagon. Give it a go. I don't want to part with Titan. Like I said, he was a good companion. And
We'll see what we can do, Hursk. That's
Hey,
sanity.
oh,
A minute ago, you're about to put him in the river.
well, I forgot that it was
Magic exists. and-
Magic and that it was 1 day per level.
Oh,
not
I
one
want to
day
get rid of
total.
Titan. He was a good companion. Oh well, as hunters, these things come and go. So
Well, okay, so here's why though. So the hunter text, the hunter text for companions is a lot different than for like druids. Like druids, it's like hardcore connection, stuff like that. Hunters, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that like your companion died, but hey, you get buffs because of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, like all the stuff that your companion got, you now get. So that's fun.
Wait, so it's kind of not bad when it dies.
Yeah, so Hursk's AC would have gone up by like +4. His strength would have gone up by like +4.
Still
And-
does.
An argument could be made that you could make a completely competent hunter by killing your animal companion.
By killing your animal companion, yeah. Yeah. He gets
Yeah.
some pretty crazy buffs that
Yeah,
he would get.
and point of order, Ray's animal companion only costs 1,000 gold diamond, so it's actually a lot
Oh,
cheaper.
so that's a lot easier to get. Okay. All right, so there were some misconceptions on my point. Let's drag him out of the river. Put him in a wagon.
Okay.
So Kieran, do you want to finish off that thing while three of us walk Titan back to the wagon?
It's already dead.
I would like to keep
No.
fighting if everyone's down for it.
I could use some healing, but otherwise, yeah, sure.
You guys sure?
I don't feel real good, but my companion's dead, but it's fine.
Well, if you need a moment, Hursk, I completely understand.
No, it's okay. We're gonna put him in a wagon. We're gonna save him. That's my mindset.
We will save him.
So we're gonna walk back, put him in the wagon.
Titan's not even dead. He's sleeping.
I'll throw out some heals, and then I guess, Kieran, what are your thoughts on pushing forward? Hursk, I mean, Titan just passed. I don't know if you think that you're still good for it.
Just
I'm
so
still fine with it. I
just
think
so
we
I'm
should.
understanding, all we can see is one more troop.
Well, we do know those chained things were down here too, right?
Yeah, you know that like maybe 50 feet away from you, there's a group of 20 chained creatures that you couldn't identify until you got closer. They look humanoid. You don't know if they're human or something else, and then you see a group of like 20 or 30 hobgoblins in the distance that you as players are seeing a single token.
Yeah.
One giant hobgoblin.
What's the plus modifier to a cure mod potion?
3.
3. Okay, so he's gonna drink a cure mod potion.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Oh my goodness! I swear to you people, I am not hacking Roll20. I have not done anything to make my rolls better. If I did, I would have saved Titan.
No, Hursk just has better AC.
See, that's the funny thing is like, I guarantee you I'm not cheating because my character died.
You're right.
Right. Never mind the fact that my hunter got a couple of buffs, and the
How
release.
much you still down there, Hursk?
47.
Okey-dokey.
I have a couple cure serious wounds if you wanted to use those.
Oh, that's true. I got the one off the other goblin here.
I've got the party wand too, so I can use.
So what is a cure serious?
3d8 plus 5.
5.
Here's 2d8 for you. So there's 12.
What? Oh, are you doing 2
He's
wands?
using a wand.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was a mod, and I was like, what? So,
So you used one of the cure serious wounds that we got?
I
Yeah.
gave him the. Oh, did you put them both down?
I
Kieran? 'Cause-
did. That's
Okay.
fine. That was presumptuous of me. Presumptive. I
Do
don't know.
you need more?
Presumptuous.
Yeah, I could take a little more. Yeah.
Like 2 more?
Yeah, that should be fine. As long as okay, but yeah, that's good enough.
So there's 10.
Kieran, you doing okay?
I'm right as rain.
Is
I don't
shaken
think
would
he
be
got
gone
hit.
now, right?
I it was down 9 points. So my
yeah, shaking
mod-
goes away. It was only 16 rounds.
I'm assuming my mirror images are gone though.
I don't know about that.
You cast them before the combat, so it's been, with this healing, 3 minutes?
Well, you
Yeah.
used the
Alright.
extend rod too,
Yeah.
Kieran,
Oh,
remember?
Maybe
yeah.
4 minutes?
because it would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
so
that's
you
good
do-
for.
We should still
With
have
this
them.
healing, I am double chugging potions while Jessup and Gideon are both hitting me with wands.
Yeah.
Okay, that was at least like maybe 30 seconds of healing. Come on.
I could
didn't
see 6 minutes.
I didn't hear you at all.
Then I will, when we're ready to go, I'm going to cast 2 more buffs as we go into that final fight, hopefully, for the
Okay.
night.
Gideon was really prepping for the long haul today.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
no, dude, like, I was really,
Gideon was like, I'm fighting 13 combats today, minimum.
I was ready,
I
bro.
got this.
I
got
spaced out my spells, and
I think it makes perfect sense. He's a former soldier. He
Yeah.
knows how to handle things.
Yeah, he's
Makes
really
sense. Makes sense.
prepared. Mhm.
Okay, so down 3 more charges of the wand for me.
And yeah, like I said, you guys are about 50 feet from the group of chained creatures and about like 250 feet from the hobgoblins.
So I guess we put Titan back, do all the healing, then we go to see what those chained things are.
Okay.
Put on my new buffs.
Yep. You guys can do all that. We'll say 4 minutes passes as you carry him back to the wagon and come back. So any buffs that are minutes per level, you have like 5 or 4 minutes left of those, so you've
Okay,
got a little bit of
beautiful.
time.
Yeah, before we get back within kind of having to roll anything crazy, Jessup will do the wand of fight and awareness on himself.
Okay.
Oh, well.
I will cast
Yes.
Divine Weapon right before we go into the next fight.
Okay.
Flaming. So he's not going to be secretive about his approach. He's just going to go in and start hacking stuff.
That's good.
Okay. And you're waiting until you decide to attack them. Are you going to
Yeah.
the chained
Chain
Yeah, I
people
was
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or first.
So you guys approach this group of chained creatures. It looks like 20 of them. And as you get closer, again, it's starting to get a little bit closer to dim lighting now, but you guys can see as you get closer here, they're all huddled up and turned away from you. But as you get within maybe 20 or so feet, they kind of look up at you, and you can see that they appear to be a mixture of mostly human. Mostly human. There's maybe one or two half elves, but for the most part, you're looking at 20 or so human half elf mixed, chained people in rags. Looks like some sort of slave situation, obviously. They're just all standing there, not sure what's going on.
Jessup kind of speaks up and comes over. Hey, everybody! Shh, keep it down here. We are here to save you guys. Who's? I look at. Are they? I'm assuming it's a key lock.
Yeah, they're like manacled.
Do you guys know where we can get the key to help get you guys free here?
A human man kind of looks up, the closest one to you. He kind of looks up and he says, "You came all the way out here specifically to save us?"
I mean, why wouldn't we?
That's what heroes do.
We came out here because we heard there was some trouble, and heard that there was some potential slaves, and we came out here to kick some butts and save you guys.
That's right.
We can't thank you enough. No.
Oh yeah, just for you.
Kieran is drinking from a water skin and just starts coughing as you guys are saying this. He's just like, sorry, excuse me. Down the wrong
See,
pipe.
he's even getting choked up that we successfully. Well,
Yeah.
we found you guys.
My shield.
He
in
looks
your
to-
mouth.
He looks to some of the others and he says, "See, I told you they'd come. I told you that they'd come."
See, I'm Jessup. I'm a ranger.
You see them hand off a $1 bill from the bet. No, just kidding.
What is this dollar bill you speak of?
This the first guy, he looks up to you and says, I don't know exactly who has the key. It's one of the hobgoblins over there. Most of them ran off. I don't know if the one who had the key ran off, but
Hopefully
they
not.
were planning on, I don't know exactly what they were planning on doing, but they gave us over to this weird creature here, and it was a frightening little thing. I think it was gonna kill us. I don't know.
Well,
We were
Don't worry,
expecting the worst.
we killed it first. Well, we're gonna go take care of those hobgoblins over there and see if we can find a key. If not, we'll find a way to get you guys broken free. So, why don't you just sit tight here and we'll be right back.
Okay.
I press on.
Holy buffs!
Yes.
So Gideon casts 17 spells. No.
Kieran, would you like another charge of heightened awareness?
If you are willing to give it, I would take it.
can't
I
be
haven't been
stopped.
using it, and I have like 40 some charges. We might as well just
Yeah.
be cranking these initiups.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Gideon's got a divine weapon up. He's got a bless up. He's got a divine favor up. He's got a hedging weapons up. Okay.
Jessup looks over and is like, "You have been holding out today."
To be fair,
That's
he planned on this. Like he
You know,
said,
Gideon, this time I'm going to give you the cool guy nod.
Thank you.
Okay. And you guys are buffing up and making your way down to the hobgoblins there?
Should we,
Yep.
if we can, I mean, Kieran, if we get far enough away, I mean, should we just start fireballing everything in there?
Yeah.
I only have so many charges left on it, but I can
okay.
probably hit him with a couple.
Be good.
All right. So, I mean, I could get, I don't know, is it clear line of sight to them from there or?
Yeah, that's clear line of sight from where you're at. I'm
All
still
right,
treating
well-
it as normal light for now.
If you want to get into a position, I can start us off with a bang.
I guess we'll move up. If they couldn't hear us 200 feet out, I mean, I guess we could probably get about 200 feet close. Well, no, because we were 2.
Yeah, you can roll stealth checks to see how close you can get to them.
I say, why don't we just? Okay.
I rolled a 20 stealth.
Okay, 20 stealth, 13 stealth from Jessup, 24 stealth from Hursk,
For long shadow.
and it's going to be a 5.
Oh,
Gideon.
Gideon's not really stealthy. He's just kind
Oh, a
of
7.
He's just kind
Oh,
of
apparently
going.
Gideon's going. Get it. Oh crap, he ran in.
So, with a minimum roll of 7, you guys can get up to 130 feet away from them.
Same as last time.
So you can get basically to this general area. I don't really care how precise it is, but this general area where Gideon is there, that's how close you can get before they notice you.
Now remember, we don't know if these are like the last ones, so they might have a volley of arrow. So just make sure we kind of spread out as much best we can.
Drown that one.
Don't forget haste. Not haste. Bless is on all of you guys,
And also on you.
and also on you.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative as we begin combat. Combat.
Combat.
Okay, so we have a
Just
31 from Kieran, average
Kieran.
roll. 24 from Hursk,
Oh my goodness, that's
a
atrocious.
9 from Gideon, solid, and a 17 from Jessup. That's what this thing rolled for him anyways, so sort that. And in the first round of combat, with a 31, Kieran, you are first.
Oh boy, so I will have the wand of fireball.
Okay.
I'm gonna fireball him
Effeminate
right.
Vicket.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a reflex save.
It's a DC 16 reflex save.
Okay, I may not make it. Oh, I did. It's a 20.
Okay, so you will take 21 divided by 2
so
plus half.
15 points of damage.
Sure.
Okay.
That sounds good.
15 points of damage to the troop.
And I will
You see them yell out in surprise.
move up 30
as
feet along the coast.
Fire
the
explodes
bank.
around them, and
Does it
They're
set all
not
the
happy.
catapults on fire?
unfortunately, I don't think it gets very many of them in the range, does it?
No.
It gets like one corner of each.
And they all catch on fire.
Next up, it's the troop, which will move. Actually, does it have a longer ranged thing there? Okay. Yeah. We get some stuff here. Okay, yeah. But you're still too far away, aren't you? You're not. They are. It's not wounded enough to do that. So it's going to double move up. It's going to move over to about there. That'll be its full turn. Hursk, you're up.
Hey, it's within range.
Yes.
Yeah, start blasting, dude.
Anyway, I started blasting.
That's Jessup's line.
Hey, what do you guys do? What, are you mocking me?
I will delay
Ooh.
until Jessup makes me feel good.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's some shadow.
make me feel good.
Now
That
you're
brings us
cooking
to
with
Jessup.
peanut oil.
I'm allergic to peanuts.
Coconut
that's-
oil.
Yeah.
I'm not allergic to those.
So after Hursk is Jessup.
Jessup will make everyone feel good.
Well, not me. Oh no, it's not 30 feet, is it?
Yeah.
Not this one.
Yay!
Inspire courage. Yay!
I feel good.
Na.
Feel
I
good.
knew that you would.
So good.
Oh man.
So now Hursk is ready to take shots.
So Jessup will
shots.
move action, start Inspire Courage, standard action, total defense, and that is his turn.
Okay.
And he'll 5-foot step.
Yep.
Over once I get my screen down
That
here.
brings us back down to Hursk, who had delayed until after Jessup's turn.
Fire!
Okay. see what the AC of these dudes is.
I didn't see
All
any 20s.
3 of those attacks will hit your target for a total of 50 points of damage. 40 points of damage.
40 points.
40 points of damage.
I prefer
Not
50,
bad.
but-
Not
nice.
bad at all. That brings us to Gideon.
Call down an invocation of destruction.
Ooh, I already have that one programmed. Yay!
Yep.
Okay. A
Wait,
move action to pull down the invocation.
And then how far away are they?
So they are
Yeah.
like 80 something feet from you.
Yeah, 90, 100 feet. Because
You can move 20 feet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
5-foot step and
You have a standard action.
yeah, I'm thinking about casting a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll begin casting a spell.
Okay, you begin casting a spell. Kieran, you are next.
Okay.
Top of round 2.
Kieran is going to lightning bolt.
Okay. They will roll another reflex save. This
Oh.
time they rolled better. They rolled a
Okay.
natural 17.
That's the DC.
Okay, so that definitely saves.
So it's 19, and then what? 9
Plus 9.
27?
So 28. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you lightning bolt as 10 of them die instantly. But the troop is still
I'll take
technically a thing. Okay. It is the troop's turn. The troop is going to, let's see what the distances are here. Okay. So it can't do the thing. So as a swift action, you see half of the members of this troop pull out what appear to be healer's kits, and they begin patching up some of the wounded people as the troop regains some hit points.
That's comical.
All right. Okay.
Swift action, regain. Wow.
Nice.
That's amazing.
9
Yes.
healing and 5d6.
That is a Gideon heal
Wow.
right there.
Gideon.
We can't all
That's-
roll like
That's
just
good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
If I had rolled like that for the breath weapon, Titan would still be here.
right?
Right?
Too soon.
Wow.
Too
Too soon.
Yeah,
Too
Hey,
soon.
he's gonna come back. I don't feel bad about jabbing at
That's
it now.
true. He could probably make
He's
Um,
gonna come back here.
So that was a
pretty soon.
swift action. They will then move action, get to be like here-ish. And then, let me just make sure that you're within 40 feet. You are. They are going to throw a alchemical barrage
Oh
as a
god.
standard action. They're going to
sounds so
target a
scary.
single square up to 40 feet away. Actually, now that I think about it,
No. Mm-mm. No.
no, with a
he's
20
50
with a
feet
20
away.
foot with a 20-foot
Yeah.
radius.
Uh,
They could hit. Actually, yeah, they can
Go-
hit both of
go-
you.
Go for it. Have
Yeah.
an awesome reflex.
I didn't
Go
think
for
I
it.
could, so I wasn't going to, but actually I can. I'm going to need a reflex save from Hursk and Gideon as a barrage of alchemist fire is concentrated
boy.
on a square close to you.
Yeah, but they're not
I
hitting
rolled-
us.
A 3.
Oh,
It
no.
explodes in a 20-foot radius burst. Reflex save of 15 and 8. Both of those will fail.
Oh,
Okay, what kind of damage is
You
this?
will both take 22 points of fire damage.
Not acid by chance?
Nope, no, it says fire.
Does it? Okay.
It does, in fact, say fire in this paragraph that I am reading. Yes.
I need to roll a concentration check.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Do that.
I
That is going to fail.
by 1.
I don't even know what the DC is, but it's not even remotely close to
That's
a
not-
21.
No, because it's got to be 10 plus the damage.
I think it's
taken.
10 plus the damage you took plus the spell level. So
Yeah. So.
unfortunately, you do lose the spell.
Yep.
And you both take 22 points of fire damage. But that is the turn of the Grenadier troop, bringing us to Jessup.
See, let it be
Jessup.
said, Josh doesn't cheat. He remembers to roll concentration.
Well, I would have remembered when you tried to cast the spell. We're like, hold up.
After the session, Josh, I'll send you the code you have to put in to get good rolls on Roll20. And
Yeah, let me know.
remember, you got a bad roll every once in a while, otherwise Jason gets suspicious.
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
If you
suspicious.
let him kill a character, then all
Yeah.
suspicions off.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's good. That's why I let him
Right.
kill a character of mine every once in a while.
Yeah, Jessup will
It's all part of my master
Uh,
plan.
drop performance, lingers for 2, move action over to there, pulling out bow, take 1 shot with a -2 penalty. Destruction gives a +2 to attack, right?
The damage. Destruction is damage.
Oh, damage.
And it's
okay.
3.
Oh, that's right. Judgment.
And in order to benefit from it, you have to be 30 feet, which you are. You're good. Okay.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Nice.
So let me make sure I got everything else here. Swift action, arcane strike, no point blank, no fire into melee.
You're
Cool.
definitely not firing into melee. Unless they begin attacking each other, in which case.
Are
Good.
they?
No.
Phew!
25, is that with the penalty?
No. So it'd be a 23.
23 will hit your target.
Nah.
Nice.
9 points of damage. There goes the 5d6.
Yeah, took out that healing.
Okay.
Exactly, I think.
Exactly,
yeah.
Which brings us to Hursk.
He's gonna do some shooting. How far away is that guy from me?
They're within your first range increment. They are not within point blank shot. You gotta move up like 20 feet to get within point blank shot.
Oof. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, just don't.
I'm not. Don't like it. Is everything? I believe
Honestly, if
everything-
you roll another nat 20, you might kill him.
Pew pew.
A 17 will miss your target. A 27 will hit your target. A 21 will hit your target.
Nice.
Dealing a sum total of 32 points of damage as you fire your arrows, slashing and piercing through 6 per arrow as the rest of the troop falls.
Yeah, see. Love it.
I like it.
I like it.
That's good.
That's good.
You are
I'm-
now left with a bunch of freed slaves, and there are still 4 structures over there with some Yozobus.
Any other bad guys?
It does not appear like there are any other bad guys.
Darn it. I buffed out the wazoo.
Yeah, right. And he's like, I'm all powerful, and there's nothing
It,
around
it
him.
would appear that most of the other bad guys were drawn away by a strange explosion some miles away.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man.
A
Yeah.
nuclear bomb went
Oh, yeah.
off.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
they're too busy, I guess.
so guess we'll run down. Let's be hasty here. Want a couple of us go down and start checking around the campsites, and Hursk, why don't you start helping me go look through the bodies, see if we can find a key.
Okay.
We'll do just that.
Are the Yuzobu like hostile? Like are they
No, they're pretty freaked out by the explosions, but they're not like hostile. They're just like animals.
Okay. Kieran's gonna
trained
start
animals.
like cutting them free.
They just stand there and stare at you.
Alright, and then he's gonna try to shoo them away because he wants to like light these on fire.
All 8 of them start following you around.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
wait. Are these actually what we're looking at? Are they catapults?
Yeah, so what you see here is you see 4 catapults, each towed by a team of 2 Yozobus. And this little camp that you're seeing here is barely a skeleton crew at this point. Anybody who was here left for that explosion. And even when there were a lot here, this was not a permanent camp. This was an extremely temporary camp. They were probably ready to move out in a day or two, maybe even the next morning. So you don't really find anything super useful in these tents other than like rations and mundane stuff like that. But you do see these 4 catapults, which are all currently in good working order. You could probably surmise that, like you could dismantle them. You could maybe try to rig them.
Push them into the river.
You could try to push them into the river.
Long Shadow?
Taking them to Long Shadow would be extremely difficult. The pair of Yozobu could only move these about, you're guessing, maybe about 15 feet around. So you'd be moving at an extraordinarily slow speed trying to pull these.
So is there any indication of how they were going to try to get them across?
To your knowledge, you don't know. I will say if you go back to the freed slaves...
I was going to ask them once we found a key or not, yeah.
You do eventually find a key in one of these engineers here, and you go back to the slaves, and we'll say all of you are kind of around discussing this. One of them kind of perks up. It's a half-elven woman, and she says, actually, I was close enough to hear one of the hobgoblins speaking to the creature there. They were actually speaking, and I could understand them. They were speaking in common. It sounded like they were negotiating with the creature. They were trying to basically use us, I guess, as a trade for whatever that thing was, to open a path through the river or something, lower the waters. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't catch everything they said, but I heard something about sacrifices. I heard something about lowering the waters for them to cross. That's about all that I remember.
Oh, thanks. Guess we'll Jessup will be with them, kind of chatting with them and doing the key, and says, "You 3, why don't you go over there and destroy those catapults?" The other troops took off down toward the munitions camp. Who knows how long they'll be there? Maybe they'll try to double back, so we might want to try to wrap this up, get in the wagons, take these people with us, and go.
And then I guess we're gonna try.
I'm thinking we could hook up with what are the beasts of burden called? Yozobu. We could have them take one of the wagons or 2 of the wagons back to Long Shadow with the Yozobu as we press on.
I mean, you have 2 wagons, and they have horses, so you don't need the Yozobu for the wagons.
That's right. So we could just send them back and then just press on foot if we have to.
If you wanted to do that, you could.
Yeah, I would say we'd send them back, not take them with us. I don't know if we'd have enough room to be able to carry 50 between the 2 wagons and Titan's body.
There's only 20 of them.
Oh, I thought there was more than that for some reason. Never mind.
It would be a tight fit, but it's possible.
Well, to be fair, we also maybe want to keep the wagons because we're close enough they could walk to Long Shadow. How confident do they feel about getting there on their own?
You are at your current location. Close. You are about 12 miles. A group of 20 ragged slaves walking. They'd get there by like midnight.
Well, I don't know if we want to stay here. How can we cross the river from here?
You guys, you'll have to come up with something.
Otherwise, we would have to go back to Long Shadow and take the ferry.
You would have to go south, take the ferry across, and go north from there. Unless you have a means of getting across. I will say out of game, just to clarify a couple things. Basically, the Nuckelavees can cast control water.
Oh,
That's what they were planning on doing.
How rushing is the water? Is it possible to...
It's not necessarily rushing, but it gets rather deep. The Meredith River is one of the deepest, biggest rivers in Nirmathas.
So really the only way between Jessup and Hursk knowledge would be that ferry or obviously magic.
Or roping across. We could tie a rope and then just kind of shimmy away. If we had rope on both sides of the river.
How are you going to get wagons across?
Could, but the wagons could.
Wagons, no. They're not coming with us is in that plan.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah, you guys could conceivably just swim across. That's easy enough if you just do that.
Maybe. I mean, I guess we didn't think about this. What if we go back to Long Shadow, see if we can find a way to bring back Titan, potentially take the people with us, resupply, and then head out to the Wyvern Scouts or the War Beast camp the next day.
I mean, I'm biased, but I like that plan.
Yeah, I don't want to ignore that.
Because I don't think there's any way for us to get across without going back to Long Shadow.
We can get across. We can't get our wagons
across.
across.
You just can't get the wagons.
Well, then how are we bringing Titan?
Like, you could send him back with the people to Long Shadow.
Right, send them down this way and then take the ferry over.
The Yozobus are circling around Kieran, sniffing him.
He
Looks like
slaughters them all. And
Wow,
Nice.
okay.
Wow.
So it
neutral.
would take us another 15 additional miles instead of
Well,
us.
it would take you more miles, but you'd have the horses still to go faster.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah, we can do that.
we have wagons in the first place.
In case you needed to bring people back, I think was one of the main ones.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was the biggest reason. And, well, obviously, it turned out that we needed it.
And if you needed loot, if you were going to take stuff,
Right.
I think it was mainly just to have the ability to carry things that needed to be
Yeah, we didn't
carried.
know if we were going to find additional resources, people, anything really.
Yeah.
Prisoners.
Yeah, you don't know what kind of crazy, like, raw material we might find, too, that would be valuable to transport back, like some raw, like, valuable.
So I guess, Gideon, was your plan in agreement to go back to Long Shadow then?
Yes, I'm okay to do that.
Okay. I guess we probably want to get out of here as soon as possible, obviously, with the munitions camp. Can we make Long Shadow if we do a normal ride or not? Because we've already ridden our
It's
horses quite a bit.
7:30.
Yeah, it is getting dim lit. It's 7:30 now in the afternoon. It would take you, if you were to go down there, you would have to hustle 2 hours and then take the ferry across. So if you have the means of healing the horses, so you hustled 1 hour to get to the munitions camp, you hustled 1 hour to get here. So the third hour of hustling, you would have to heal all 4 of them 2 damage, and then the next hour, all 4 of them 4 damage.
I can
And
do
then
that.
you could get to the ferry
Yeah,
if you
I
can
would.
expend those resources.
I would.
I'll do that. I'll expend 4 from the party wand I just got, and then I'll use my last invocation and keep them going.
And then did we find additional gear or anything worthwhile here at the camp besides just basic rations?
So you can find, I'll read off stuff. So Grenadier troops. So you could have found, oh, right, it's just whatever the individuals have. So Hobgoblin Grenadier. Hobgoblin. Why is Grenadier not showing up? I'm so confused.
They didn't exist this whole time.
Yeah, you've never.
Cheater!
Picking up enemies.
Cheater!
Cheater!
What?
They were
What are
just
they-
basic goblins.
Okay. Grenadier troop is made up of, just normal hobgoblins?
They were mites the whole time.
Well, that's confusing.
Those were the aberrations.
Ah!
I'm gonna go with the hobgoblin engineer because that's the closest thing. Okay, it's definitely, I've got some kind of thing on here because it's not pulling up any creatures that I know exist.
And how long is that taking us to get into Long Shadow then?
It would take you 2 hours hustling to get down there.
To the ferry and then across, I think. I don't
9:30.
it's not
Catch the
showing up.
last train by 10.
There's
Jason,
trains.
are you looking in Combat Manager?
Yeah, I'm looking at Combat Manager trying to find.
Grenadier Troop?
I'm trying to find the individual component creature of the Grenadier troop. I thought it was just Hobgoblin Grenadier, but I'm not finding anything. Iron Fang. It's not even coming up with the Iron Fang units that I know exist.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get out of Combat Manager and reopen it
There were ghosts. Ghosts.
because I know some of these creatures exist. There we go. There we go. That's more like it.
Wow.
Okay, Iron Fang Engineer. So you could find literally as many alchemist fires as you need. You would find the equivalent of. So they used that ability. So you'd find 4 more potions of Cure Serious Wounds left over from all of them. Most of them were used when they healed up.
Mm-hmm.
We
So
each get
4
one of those.
Yeah, 4
Yeah.
potions of Cure Serious. Like I said, if you want Alchemist Fire, if you want Fuse Grenades or Smoke Pellets.
We can just use all that to blow those things up, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just get like the assortment of their mundane gear times whatever.
So we can say that we use their alchemical
Did they have,
supplies
gold?
to blow up the siege equipment.
Yes.
No. It doesn't look like they had any individual on that particular stat block.
Can these I forget the name, the yak looking things, can they be hustled with us?
Yeah.
If you roll handle animal checks to
Excuse me.
do
Let me go ahead and take care of this.
Well, I'm wondering, do we want to bring them with us? Like tie them to the wagons, have them hustle with us, take them back to Long Shadow for, I don't know, food and or
Food,
stuff to use in Long Shadow?
beasts of burden to help carry stuff. I mean,
Follow us, you dirty bulls.
Whoa.
okay. Well, they
You probably
somehow that worked.
There's got to be 4 checks, one for each.
You roll the check, but because you were so offensive, you take a minus 20 penalty.
Does an 8 still pass though?
That's like when you talk to
no,
a dog.
an
Like,
8 wouldn't
hi,
be.
you stupid animal. And they still
So
like,
a
get
28
excited.
will succeed against the indifferent Yozobus who are just chilling.
They love me now.
So you kind of like hold out a couple rations or pieces of meat, and they kind of like sniff in your direction. They leave Kieran.
Pieces of meat. Are they carnivores?
Maybe they look like creepy,
Maybe.
weird creatures.
Oh. They're gonna eat
And,
us while we sleep.
Yeah, they start following you.
We leave with 19 survivors.
Okay.
Yeah, we only make it back with 12.
So our whole caravan makes it to the ferry successfully.
Yes.
With the Zobus, nice.
Okay.
Yep.
Good job, Hursk.
2 hours.
So it
Make
takes
that on
2
the
hours,
ferry?
so it's now 9:30ish.
Turns
Okay.
out the ferry closes at 9.
Yeah.
We have to wait the next day.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so how it would work though is you get there and it's late at night, and you would bring out a torch or a lantern or something to signal, and it does take like a solid hour before somebody actually notices that there's someone at like 10 o'clock at night on the other side of the river for some reason.
How
Um,
wide is the river? Is it super wide?
according to
think
this,
at
it's
that
3
point-
miles long.
I don't
3
think that part is drawn to scale. I think it's a. I think it's like.
mile river.
I don't think it says exactly, but somewhere in there it would.
Could you imagine a 3-mile river?
I think it's at least 200 feet, because at the crossing you were at, it was 120,
Well,
which
long
was a little
enough-
bit narrower.
Long
so,
enough to need a ferry is pretty far.
Okay.
yeah, 200,
Alright,
250
rather-
feet.
Then stand there waving lanterns like idiots. Kieran's going to dimension door across and be like, "Hey, we need help getting across the river."
You
Do you take
you
Jessup so I
dimension
can
door
try to...
across.
And then he just goes to Long Shadow himself.
You dimension door across trying to get on the pier, but since you can't see, you actually go 5 feet left and you fall into the water, and you got to climb up onto the pier, and you're soaking wet, and you see
fair.
an
That's
old
fair.
man just kind of like half snoozing, and he's awakened by your appearance, and you're splashed into the water, and he says, "What are you doing here?" And then you tell him that you need the fare, and he's like, "Okay."
Listen, I'm sorry. There's a whole bunch of people and some weird looking cows that we got to bring over. So if you wouldn't mind, and he will slip him 2 gold pieces. And what does it cost to ride the ferry?
So you know that it's going to take you multiple trips to carry everybody across with all of your cattle and everything.
Yeah.
So with that many trips, 2 gold is about on par,
All right. I will give him.
especially given
5.
how late it is.
I will
This
give
is
him.
after
No,
hours.
no.
Lots of strange fish these days.
I
in
will
these
give him
waters.
a platinum piece, and I'll like
Oh.
palm it into his hand as we shake hands.
He looks at it and he raises one of his super, like, thick, burly eyebrows.
You can't even actually see his eyes, but when
Yeah.
I do that, his eyes like shoot up.
He starts to get ready to move his ferry across. And do you go across with him, or do you just stay on that side?
I'll go across with him, and I'll just
Okay.
like sit down on the ferry, and I'll drink a bottle of wine right from the bottle.
He regales you on stories of the river, and he says, "There's a shark in these waters." And eventually you get to the other side.
I thought they're freshwater sharks. Is this freshwater? I didn't actually try to drink it. Is it?
Oh no, nobody believes me, but I've seen him.
Oh,
I've
really?
seen the shark.
How big was it?
Huge.
Like mechanically huge? That's a big shark.
Yes. Yep. It's a big
What-
shark.
Does it have a name?
I named it the Big Shark. I couldn't think of a shark name.
Wow.
That doesn't sound like you could have done like.
Old Sharky.
That's. I'm not
Tiny
gonna
gills.
lie. Here, let's workshop some names because that doesn't seem to do it justice. If it really is like a big imposing shark, so I mean, you could do like a Longtooth. I seem to think that that's actually the name of a creature from another adventure path. So, never mind.
Old Big One.
No, that's stupid. It's got to be something really scary.
Stupid.
Like vicious.
Vicious.
Oh,
Poop
vicious! Oh,
bar.
dirty! Took it from me.
There's or like old Deadeye. That's the name of a rascal.
And as you're going, he says, "Oh, there it is." No. No,
I don't think you can see it. It's dark, my friend.
I can see just fine.
I don't think you can, but
I've been on this river for 40 years.
that's a long time to just be going back and forth. You know what? If you're not careful, when you die, Phrasma might make you her boatman across the river.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, not a bad retirement gig, am I right?
Yep. Are there sharks in those waters?
I'm sure there's a lot worse in those waters. I don't know. Hopefully you get there before I do.
And
So
over
awkward.
time,
I hope you die before I do.
you
Okay.
eventually get back to the other side, and
He
you
comes
begin the
from-
progress.
He comes from wealth. He didn't grow
Yeah.
up normal.
Yeah, I
Here-
cast that spell
He's
on one of
also he's also hitting the bottle pretty hard, so
Yeah.
by the time he gets across, his faculties are not as sharp as they typically are.
Okay, you get
Gideon
across
will stay.
over.
Yeah.
Oh,
With
You
well, no, he'll
stay
just
on the other side.
with the group until because it's gonna take multiple ferries, so he'll
Yeah.
just stay until the last one.
Yeah, it takes a while, but eventually you do all get across. At this point, it's like 10:30 at night, but everybody's gotten across. Everybody's on the pier. You probably direct the rescued individuals to probably
The militia.
the militia is probably the best place to go.
Gideon's like, fall in line, boys.
The inn isn't gonna have enough room probably.
Before that, so Kieran rides the ferry every single time with this guy, and as the last group is like getting off the ferry, he stands up and he's quite tipsy now, and he looks at the guy. He's like, "Listen, I got it, Davy Wavy."
Oh, that's a good one.
I
Are
like
there
it.
waves here?
He
Listen,
certainly do be waving when he swims by.
You've been good company, my friend. We might be back someday. You never know. But you have a good night. I've enjoyed this. It's been a long day. I'm gonna go to bed.
Bring me some shark bait next time.
I'll be sure to do that.
Kieran brings back one of the Yuzobu.
Come on, Kieran, you've had a long day. and
Oh.
Gideon will offer him a shoulder back to the inn.
I'm fine. It's
He's
totally fine. I'm
seasick.
used to this.
Yeah.
See what?
He's seasick.
Seasick?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys all get everything where it needs to be. You stable all of the Zobus. With your diplomacy and your renown, people are a little miffed at being woken up so late to do these things, but they accept it. They understand the situation, and you're able to get everything around and get to your respective rooms, whether it be moving out to your homestead or staying at the inn or going to the mayor's residence. You're able to spend the night in Long Shadow and ready yourselves for the next day of adventuring. And with that, we will start with the morning next week.
Yeah, that was a great session. Well done, everyone.
We got
Real
a lot more
quick.
done today than I thought.
We
Before
got
we go,
a lot.
to everyone who's listening to this, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever
Yeah.
you celebrate this time of year.
Hope you enjoy it. Absolutely.
Have a great time. Thanks for sticking them with us.
And if you really did, we appreciate it. It's even though it's just something that we do, it's nice to know that there's at least some other people listening in every once in a while. We appreciate that. So, lead a good life. Remember, you can always check us out: iTunes, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and everywhere else.
Wavy Davy
messed it
says
up
bye.
himself.
You find podcasts. Lead a good life.